Yo, what's up, guys? Lord Skunk here. Welcome to the Friday Free for All. And we have some special guests with us here today on Skype. So we got some of our viewers on here with us. So we're going to start this thing off. Let me get my account pulled up here. I do have some good news for you guys. I did atone for my sins yesterday by failing at Arena, not gaining rank 1. So I did finish at rank 1 on my main account today, which was good. I felt like I redeemed myself. Just a quick note for you guys. Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Easter weekend. Thank you for spending some time with your Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes family tonight on this Friday night of your holiday weekend. So I appreciate that, you guys being here. We got some good stuff to go over. Tons and tons and tons of updates this week. They've just been dropping updates like crazy. The revenue stream at EA must have dropped, so they want to pick that back up by getting us to open our wallets and start spending on all the stuff that they're doing. So we're going to talk about all that good stuff today. If you haven't heard, which we're going to talk about, level 80 cap increase is scheduled for next week. Okay, we thought we had a couple weeks at this at least, but looks like they're jumping the gun. They want to go ahead and drop it early. So we're going to talk about all that tonight. We're going to get all that stuff, and we're going to get the guest opinions as well on that. So welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Let me just take a quick peek at the chat, see what we got going on. Sorry, I know you guys are saying some stuff to me already, but I'm not ignoring you. Look at that chat blowing up, man. If you're watching this from the official forums, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, jump over to the actual YouTube page. You can participate in this live chat, so you can see what's going on in here. Okay. Real quick, I might as well get out of the way now. I'm gonna go ahead and do my boy Valsy. Let me make him a mod. We had this issue the other day with the moderator thing. Let me see if I can, how I do it. I'll do it on my other screen. Yoda's in the house. I'm already 80. You guys are slow. Yeah, I bet you are. All right, cool. Well, we're gonna get right into it. Let me just set this moderator for. I'm gonna make Valsy. How do I do it? I forget how to do it, guys. I had trouble with this the other day. If you guys watch that live stream, watch the replay of that. It was kind of funny. I don't even care, man. Whatever, dude. It is what it is. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's welcome our guests that are here with us today. We do got some long-time viewers. We got my boy Darktron on here. We got Triumphant Games. Triumphant Games said he has watched every single one of my live streams. So that means he has dedicated like 4 months of his life just to my videos. So that's pretty cool. But I'm going to go ahead and let Darktron introduce himself, tell him a little bit about him so you guys can hear that. Now, just before he does that, though, I want to make you guys aware I'm not feeling that great today. If I was not going to have guests and I did not care about my community so much, the community that I'm part of so much, I would have bowed out and took a 9-hour nap. But I'm doing this. I'm pulling through. So my boys are going to help back me up a little bit. So, Darktron, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Darktron. I'm from Canada, Ontario. Glad to see you guys here. I've been playing the game about 4 months now, and I got a lot of stuff to talk to you and give you little tips on how to spend your chromosomes and what you need to do.
Okay, cool. Hey, can you guys hear us okay in the chat? I hear some people say we didn't have sound. Do you guys have sound? Okay, Ali says sound perfect. John said, thanks for coming, man. Lord Skunk. Yeah, man. I'm here, man. I'm a trooper. I'll fight through this thing for you guys, man. I don't know. I just got a little bug or something. I don't know what it is going around. But okay, cool, man. I'm going to let my boy Triumphant Games give a little intro for himself.
What's going on, guys? Triumphant here. Level 70 on my server. Been playing about 3 months. Got a lot of opinions on the game, but I want to hear what you guys want to have to say as well. And get some discussion about the update. And I run mostly a Jedi team. I've unlocked Yoda at 7 stars. So if you guys have any questions about that, I can help you out with that as well. So thanks for coming out.
Cool, man. Yeah, we're trying this with the well, first off, I want to thank both of them for coming, spending time to be on the stream with me. I've been kicking this idea around for a little while, to bring some guests on just to get some additional discussion going. I know you guys are very entertained by me, and I appreciate that. Believe me, I do. But I want to be able to add our community, man, and I want to give everybody an opportunity to come on here and share their opinions. I mean, this community is not about me at all. This community is about you guys, and I want to thank every single person that has subscribed to my channel, that has watched the videos, that has shared it, that did Twitter, that left a comment in the discussion tab, all that good stuff, man. I really appreciate that, because we are going to be 5 weeks old. Our 5 weeks anniversary is on Sunday, and we're already over 500 subscribers. You know, I mean, I got over 211 days of video watched on my channel. So you guys have watched 211 days worth of video on a channel that's only been in existence for a little over 4 weeks. So I appreciate that to you guys, man. I'll keep doing this as long as you guys keep wanting me to, because I enjoy it. So thank you for the community we're building. Thank you for all the people that come out. It's awesome, man. Everybody can hear me, right? Just type in chat if you can hear me. I want to make sure that I don't want to do this freaking 3-hour live stream and then have no audio. So I'm going to wait for somebody to say that they can hear me. Okay, good. Well, of course, you could probably hear me. You're on Skype with me. We can hear you. Okay, cool. All right, so here's what I want to do. We don't really need to go over like Galactic Wars and stuff like that today, okay? I think we pretty much have done that enough times this week. Maybe I will a little bit later. But let's pull up real quick. Okay, first off, if you guys aren't going to this website at least 10 to 12 times a day, there's something wrong with you, okay? So you just got to type in your browser, lordskunk.com, baby. Brings you up to my blog. Now, I have not, okay, prior to this week, really been doing much with this. But there is so much info, and so many people come to the channel, so many people come to the community. I mean, I got people on my channel that have messaged me or that I've talked to that don't even know that there's an official forums. Okay, they don't even know, like maybe they're new to gaming or they just never had a reason to go to it. So some people just don't participate in that. Now, some of us are on official forums a lot because we're doing research, we're checking out stuff, whatever. I mean, I promote my channel through it a lot. But some people just don't do it. So I've been putting the updates on here on lordskunk.com. I mean, it's blasted all over my channel. So I put that on here. So there's some good stuff that I want to go over. I probably will flip over to the official forums just to make it a little easier. But you guys can check this out. It does have all the good updates. And if you are interested in doing blog posts, please do so. I do want to feature this blog post, and I really hope that you guys go check it out and support him. He's one of our community members that had a theory and some blog post ideas, and this is the one that he came up with, and he wanted to get that out there. It's this one right here. It's called Predicting the Future of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, a Theory. It was done by Daniel Bruce. If you guys remember the video I posted of the perfect Yoda completion, that's the same guy. So if you guys will just read this, take a look at it. He spent a lot of time obviously doing it, something he's been thinking about. He's got some great points in there. Just some interesting ideas to think about. So definitely check that one out. And I know we got a couple other people that have submitted blog posts that we're going to get up to. So I just appreciate it, man. We're going to grow the community. We're going to take this thing as far as we could possibly take it. And guess what, brothers? Ain't nobody going to stop me. Oh, and sisters, sorry. I did find out, though, that 94.8% of my viewers are male. So we got to do something, man. I got to do something to get this female viewership up, man. There's only like 4 or 5% are females. There's something wrong here. If this was a bar, we'd be closed, okay? So we got to do something to get that up. I don't know. Maybe I need to start putting my video on there. You show my face on the live stream. Then it'll blow up. Then we'll be 150% women. All right, so let's start with the updates. Let's just go through it. I'll read them off just real quick. Some of the updates that we have, and then I will let these guys comment on it as well. Now you guys got to remember, this is new for me, man. I'm not used to having to share this, share this talking with anybody else. So I want to start with the community update. That was the most recent one that he posted. Basically, it's just a recap of what happened this week. So basically, we got the new character, the Tusken Shaman, was released in the Erodium data pack. Okay. So I've seen in my FTB gaming group, I know Vim, who's also in there. He already has Shaman unlocked at 7 stars. He's already running them. He actually sent me some videos that I'm going to look at a little later. Fortunately, I wasn't feeling too well to look at all that today, but I will get to that, and I'll get that stuff posted, so I appreciate him sending that. I fixed a number of character bugs, added Magma Trooper, so nothing too crazy. But here's what I thought was the most interesting. So what's being worked on now? Level 80 cap increase. As you know, if you followed the stream, we've been talking about this. I was kind of telling you guys, we probably got, worst case scenario, we got 2 weeks, but man, they're dropping this thing. They're dropping this thing quick. They're blasting updates. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if Disney's wanting to make more money. I mean, they got The Force Awakens being released on DVD soon, so I'm sure they're wanting to pump out as much revenue as they possibly can, which is fine. I mean, more updates for the game is great, but I think they might be doing that a little too soon, because if you look at number 2 here, game-wide tuning changes, last week last week we announced that some tuning changes would be coming in the near future along with the level 80 cap increase. We've decided that additional testing needs to be done with these changes, so they will not be releasing at the same time as a level cap increase. The tuning changes won't be far behind though and are planned to go live about 2 weeks after the level cap increase. So let me ask you a question. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Does that make any sense at all? So we're going to release a level 80 cap increase so everybody can start the level grind and get obviously there's only a finite number of characters we're going to be able to get leveled up, geared up. We got new ability mats. Obviously it's going to cost credits, all this stuff, right? Gear. Okay, so we're going to level up these 5 characters or whatever we think is going to be good in Arena. Then 2 weeks later, they're going to release the actual changes to the game that's going to change the whole entire meta. Okay, that makes absolute zero sense. Worst game development I have ever seen in any type of game. Okay, they need to call Blizzard and find out how to release game updates and how to handle their game. Now, I don't want you guys to think that I hate EA or CG. I don't. It's just some of the stuff that they do it just makes zero sense. And sometimes they put these updates that we'll get into, they're so vague. You know what I mean? They're so vague. We don't even know what the hell they're talking about. And maybe they don't. And I'm not trying to bash them. That's not what I'm trying to do, guys. I'm just saying that's very frustrating that they're going to release this level 80 cap. And there are people, I know there's people on this channel that are going to invest. You know, when you put your money into something, whether it's stocks, bonds, or a game, you're investing your money. So you're investing your money into this game, and you're investing in something that you have no idea what your return is going to be. So that doesn't make any sense. I think that's a slap in the face to the players. I think that's a slap in the face to overall game design. You know, this is EA. They are a big company. This is Disney. This is Star Wars. I mean, these are iconic companies, man. So I'm really disappointed in the fact that they're doing this. If the updates or the changes were not ready and they needed more testing, then they should not release a level cap. That is not fair, and that doesn't make any sense. So that's my opinion. These guys can say their part. I'm gonna open it up to Darktron, let him say his piece on that. But really, overall, that's really the end of this community post. So go ahead and you can give us your insight, Darktron.
Well, right now I'm kind of really disappointed how fast they bring out this content, and I'm really disappointed because it's not fair for the free players and the pay players, because one, now pay players going to spend more money for the game, and now the free players are going to be far behind because the whales are going to be ahead of them. I never expect EA is going to do this, but knowing their track record, they will going to do much as they can to make money. So I'm kind of disappointed how fast this content is coming out, because now they're bringing out level 80. Now, okay, after level 80, what's going to happen in the next 3 months? You're going to bring 90? Okay. What next after that? Basically, their content, they're rushing it too quickly. And I think it's better for the game to go slow a little, for allowing the people to catch up with the meta, catch up with everybody. So that's what I think about the update right now.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it's too soon. It's too rushed. I understand, they got The Force Awakens coming out, so they're trying to jump on that bandwagon. I mean, I understand marketing, man. But, think about your fan base, that's been with you throughout this game. I mean, there's over 5 million downloads of this game on Google. I can only imagine there's got to be at least 5 million or more on iOS. So, you got 10 million downloads of this game, and you obviously have a player base that is out there, and that's really the point of my live streams, is that I want to be able to connect with the community, and I want to be able to give the community a voice. I'm not Martin Luther King or anybody like that, but I'm just saying, I want us to be able to discuss this, and hopefully at some point EA will see this and they will say, man, you know what, maybe they're right. Maybe we did jump the gun. Maybe we did release this content too soon. And I understand about marketing. I understand probably somebody at Disney told them they needed to do it or whatever. Hey, whatever. But sometimes you got to step up and you got to challenge your superiors and say, hey, no, this isn't right. We shouldn't do this. You got to stand behind what you believe in. And the only reason I say that is, I'll give you a great example of that, is that Blizzard, I think they're one of the best. I think if they're not the absolute best game developer in the world, I think they are one of the best. So they're definitely in the top 3. And you ask them when the release date is of a game, they'll say when it's ready. That's when the release date is. The release date of this game is going to be when it's ready. So when this game is 100% ready to go, that's when we'll release it. And that's what I like. I like that they're not being, they don't get pressured by their publishers or their fans even, or anybody, to release content too soon, because that's a negative thing, man. It's going to have a negative impact on the game. I really feel that. And there are players in here. I know there's players in our community that, they don't care. They can drop money and they have that discretionary income to be able to do that. But the majority don't. The majority don't. So my goal with my stream, which I talked about the other day, is to help the community members. When I give you whatever advice I give you, is I'm giving it to you to spend as least amount of money as possible. I'm not saying you shouldn't spend money in the game, because obviously I have, all of us have. I doubt there's anybody in here that's 100% completely free to play. Okay, but we're going to try to not dump all of our money in there just to think to throw money at it to win. Okay, and some people do it, and that's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not bashing anybody that does that. I'm just saying, that's not the way to win the game. That's not the way to make the game fun. We need to use strategy. We need to use the synergies and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna let my boy Triumphant Games give us his opinion on it.
I got one more thing to say on the topic. What they should have done in the first place, just instead of bringing out the level 80 cap, what they should have done, start bringing the shipment battle, the ship battle. That's what they should have done, just instead of bringing out the next level cap, and keep the game going. But increasing the level cap, I think it's just ridiculous, and it's too, you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's too soon. Yeah, go ahead, Triumphant. Let's see from your viewpoint.
So it's disappointing that they're increasing the level cap without us knowing what the meta is going to be, because that really is going to define where people want to go, with resources being as limited as they are. So for me, even though I'm level 70 right now and I'll be able to gain XP and not waste XP anymore, I won't really want to invest heavily in as far as credits or materials or anything like that until I know what the meta is going to be. So I feel like they should have waited to increase the level 80 cap until we knew what the meta shift was going to be, at the very least. And I feel like it's just all very rushed, and it's going to broaden the gap between the pay-to-play players and the free-to-play players even more than it already is. I mean, all you're really paying for when you pay for crystals or refreshes or XP is just time. So now the pay-to-play players are going to be even further ahead than they already are, and there's a lot of folks in here that are not even 70 yet. So I just don't feel like they should have done it quite this way. I think it wasn't a really smart decision. I think a lot of it has to do with maybe the DVD coming out, and they want to market the whole thing with, the DVD maybe coming out soon. I'm not really sure what the reasoning was, but I just think it's really poorly thought out.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, that's obviously, we're passionate about the game. I mean, the people that come to my channel or watch my videos, even if they watch the replays, I mean, these live streams aren't like we do like a 20-minute live stream. It's not like we go through Galactic Wars and then we end the stream. I mean, this is more about discussion. I mean, yesterday I was looking at the replay of yesterday's live stream. And I mean, the first 45 minutes, I don't even think we played the damn game. You know what I mean? You guys wanted me to read the updates. You wanted me to dissect the updates. I mean, and I'm fine with doing that. I don't have a problem with it, man. I don't have a problem with doing that. But, I mean, we are obviously passionate about this game, and we enjoy the game. We're passionate about the Star Wars universe as well. So, it's buy into your fan base. Don't create your own content based on what you want to do. Create the content based on your fan base. That's how you're going to build loyal, long-term customers in a great dynamic game, So one thing I want to touch on next is I want to talk about the this new thing that they released. So they've been dropping they dropped 3 updates this week, okay? They dropped 3 updates. So we didn't really have many updates, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 updates, okay? So, obviously something's going on. So here's the thing from lorescout.com, my blog. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes game update for 3/25/2016. EA Jesse posted another small update today. Instant upgrade offers. A new feature that is in testing phase is starting to be rolled out to a number of players. This one-time offer will allow them to level and gear up a small subset of characters. Not all characters will have this feature when they activate them. This new feature will solely be rolled out to players once testing completes. So basically what they're doing is they're beta testing this feature with certain players. So basically they said, we're going to randomly pick certain players to beta test this feature. Okay, whatever, fair enough. But here's the thing. It's so vague. It's just so absolutely, I don't know. Okay, how do I know how to look for this? Where's this at? Do I have to go to the character? Is there a new table that opened up to see this? Is it in the data store or whatever? How do I get to this? So fortunately, in FTB, a member, I believe it was FTB Emily, she was one of the people that had access to it. So here's a screenshot that she posted. So this is what it is. Okay, so here we go with another slap in the face to the fucking player base. Okay, so Poggle the Lesser one-time power up, immediately upgrade level 1 to level 42, gear 1 to gear 6. Sorry. For $11.99, whatever that pounds or I don't know what that is. So I don't know how much that is USD. But okay, so great. So I can go from 1 to 42. That's not a problem. That's not where I'm having issues. Okay, me as a player, where I have issues, for me personally, and I know some people it's different, but for me, I'm having an issue on my free to play account about getting credits. I can promote my Geonosian Soldier to 7-star. I can promote my 88 or whichever one it is, whatever one is out of Arena. To 6-star, so I can participate in the Droid event and I can promote DACA, but I don't have enough money or enough credits to be able to do it. The other thing on my main account, my pay-to-play account, is I don't have any ability mats. I don't have any purple ability mats. So I got 7-star Ray, 7-star GS, 7-star Royal Guard, and I don't have any ability mats, the ability to get ability mats to be able to do that. They put the garbage ability mats in the Cantina store, but they don't put the good ability mats that I have to really make my character what they are. I can't have access to that. So that's frustrating too, man. And I'm sure they'll probably add the purple mats to Cantina now in the update because they're going to add a new ability mat tier 4 for level 80. So, just some stuff like that is very frustrating. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the game. And I'm not bashing the game. I'm not trying to put any hate on the game. What I'm saying is that, man, it's just the execution of the game. I really hope that they increase that and make this better because this is not a good experience. This takes advantage of new people that don't really know the game. If you're new to the game and you see that, you're like, oh, wow, okay, well, I can boost my character up to 42. Well, man, once you get to level like 50, boosting the character to 42 isn't really that bad. And getting to gear blue isn't that bad. Getting to gear purple, now that's a different deal. So, I'll give you guys an opportunity to discuss that. Go ahead, Triumphant, you can start us off.
Yeah, I just think that deal there is a complete joke. It's just a joke. If you were going to offer me the chance to buy like level 7 purple gear, okay, and maybe level 60, that's one thing. But just to get to 42 and gear level 6 is kind of silly for what amounts to be like 15, 16 US dollars. That's kind of, I don't know, that's a little weak. But for me, I'm like the perfect player in EA because I'm not a super whale. I don't spend thousands and thousands, but I've spent maybe $500-600. And every time I do get extra money, I put money into the game because I enjoy it. It's what I do for fun. It's kind of my escape and how I relax. But I would have had less issue with the update as a whole if they would have increased the content that's available for us to do with the game as it is. So, like you said, there's not a lot of ways to get the purple mats. The only way to get the purple mats now, instead of Galactic War, you get 2 or 3 a day, is if you buy the Erodium packs for 750 crystals a pop. It's just a little crazy. If I knew content was coming with the update, I'd be more okay with it. And I don't like how they only release this ability to certain players, and you don't know how. If you're one of the ones that got chosen, right, you have no idea. It's a little silly.
Yeah, I agree. And well, the other thing too, and not to jump on this Blizzard bandwagon, guys. I just played a lot of Blizzard games. Blizzard is a few years ago, I was pretty much done with gaming. I would play every once in a while. Blizzard released Heroes of the Storm. It kind of got me back into gaming a little bit. That's kind of what brought me to do all this. So, I've always been a fan of them. Okay, of Blizzard. And with Blizzard, what they have in World of Warcraft, which is obviously a game that's been around forever, one of the best-selling PC games of all time, you can boost a character from. So right now, what they should have done is they should have allowed you to boost a character from 1 to 70 to catch up. They should have allowed you to boost a character from 1 to 70. Don't necessarily need to give you purple gear. I understand. It can be gear 6. That's fine. Okay, boost you from 1 to 70 and give you some ability mats to be able to put that in there. I would have paid more money for that, man. I would have paid $29.99 for that. I would have paid $30 for that to take a character, take somebody like Darth Maul, okay, who's on my bench. I think he might be good in the update, possibly. Maybe I want to upgrade him. I don't want to level him. I don't want to do all the other stuff to him. Maybe I just want to take him from 1 to 70. Or maybe I unlock Chirpa and I want to do, I don't know if he's available for this because we don't have any data on it. But let's just say, example, I want to unlock Chirpa and I want to just have him ready to go. I want to bust an Ewok team out the gate. Get him from 1 to 70. Now that makes sense. That's a character boost, man. That's a character boost. That's what you should do. That's what helps, especially your established players or your new players, get into the game and start playing in-game content, because that's what you want to do. You don't want to play this game to level, man. You know what I mean? You want to play this game to get to the end game content, to be able to perform an arena, or be able to get through your battles, or get through Galactic Wars, do all that stuff. So, you know, that's my opinion there. I'm going to go ahead and let Darktron weigh in on that.
Well, when I first looked at this, I went, wow, first thing they did is copy World of Warcraft, the level up thing. So, yeah, I was shocked on that. What they should have done, just instead doing that, they should have add something in the shop to increase the gold, the credits, because right now the credits in the game is ridiculous hard, because it takes at least 3 days to get to what I need to get to at least go to, you know, the next tier or promote or whatever. So they need to, you know, address fixing the credit issues in the game. But this character leveling up, what they should have done, they should have said, okay, 1 to 70 with, you know, gear 5 for 25 bucks. I would say 25 bucks or 20 bucks would be, you know, affordable and get mats. That would have been a good call for them to do. But doing what they're doing now, copying World of Warcraft, I find it's not the way they should have done.
It's almost like what they want you to do is go into the store and spend crystals for the droids and the money to power level the character. So they're just finding ways to get more money out of you by making you buy the crystals and the droids. Even if you bought that pack for, you know, the $11.99 as far as the pounds, it's like $17. They only get you to 42. Then you have to go buy more droids to get it to 70 and more money. That'd be like another $30 on top of what you already paid to get that character maxed out. Truly.
Well, right now, what it really sucks for me for the game, because back then, about four, maybe 2 months ago, it was a lot cheaper buying the data packs and stuff like that. Since our dollar is really tanking, they increased the price for the Canadians. So now I'm paying $139 to get the crystals, the mega crystal pack. It's a lot of money. It's like they doing, and yeah, they're making a lot of money out of it. And right now, the data with the crystals in the shop, you can only get 500K. It's a chance you might get 700K out of it, but they need to increase that too.
Yeah, I mean the credits are always the toughest thing to come by. I mean, even if you finish Galactic War every day and you drain all your energy every day, you're going to be limited to how much money you can make. But as you get more level 70 characters, you want to try to level them up to try different team comps. It's the purple ability mats that are going to kill you, in my opinion. That's what's
well, keep in mind you got purple ability mats, but now you're going to have a new tier 4 ability mat that you're only going to get because they already data mined this. We can go down. Let's go down that next, because that we should probably talk about more than anything else. So here's the deal with the new ability mats. Okay, a rare material used to upgrade is right here. If you guys haven't seen it, it was from a Reddit post. It's on lordskunk.com. You can see it with the link back to the original post. A rare material used to upgrade character abilities beyond level 70. Okay, this can only be obtained at level 80 every day by completing all daily activities. So now I was already frustrated and mad because of my purples. I do Galactic Wars. I complete that every day on my main account. I refresh my Cantina. I do my challenges or whatever, to get the ability mats 3 days or 3 times a week or whatever it comes out. Okay, so I'm doing that, and I'm already behind on my arena team because when you start getting higher level arena play, man, you got to mix your team up. I know we got people in here that have a very large roster. Yo-Yo Yoda was in here, Vim's in here. I mean, I know those people have a very deep roster, but you have to keep your team mixed up. You can't be the same team all the time. So, I've switched out my arena team. I'm trying to keep competitive, and my Royal Guard's running around with level 5 powers, because I can't promote him up any higher. My Ray's not fully maxed. My GS isn't fully maxed. So, it's frustrating for that. Now they're going to take this new ability mat that I can't even get until I'm level 80, and now I have to complete all the daily activities to do it, which I don't have a problem. I'm going to do the daily activities anyways. I do it every day, but But now I'm only going to get an even smaller finite number of crystal or ability mats every single day. So that just makes it even more frustrating when they do stuff like that.
One of the things that's gonna, I mean, not right away, but down the line, you're gonna have an issue with the daily activities. If you have to gear up a character every day, as your character getting the purple gear, it's gonna be harder to find one gear piece that you can put on every day to get that challenge done for the daily part. So it's not an issue right now, but if you're not careful with that or slow down how you gear folks, you might run out of spaces that are easily filled with gear.
Yeah.
Depending on how deep your team is.
Yeah,
so
well, here's the thing.
It's going to make it easier, even harder to come by.
Yeah, here, let's look at what's really going to happen. Okay, here's what's going to happen. They're going to release the level 80 cap. We're guessing Tuesdays. Typically when they release them is on Tuesday, these updates. So they're going to release that on Tuesday, okay? You're going to start getting your arena team up. Everybody's going to rush, whether you're free to play or pay to play. It doesn't matter. You're going to rush. Some people are going to spend money. People that wouldn't normally spend money are going to do it just to stay ahead of the curve. And then you're going to get all the way to 80 with those characters. You're going to spend what little ability match you have for that week or whatever you have until the new combat changes or whatever's released. So you're going to be investing those ability mats into those characters. The meta's going to change. You're going to probably have to get different characters leveled up to 80. You're going to have to get ability mats for those characters. You know what I mean? It's just not good execution on their part. And I just wish for a game that obviously we are all very passionate about, I wish they would have put more thought into their player base about it. That's where my frustration lies. Do I hate EA or Capital Games? Absolutely not. No. I mean they build this game 99, or well, let's not give them that much credit. Let's just say 93% of what they do we like. Yeah. What 93% what we like, but So that's my thing on that. So that's kind of frustrating. But here it is. Stage 7 of Cantina says requires player level 77 and stage 6 completed. So basically we'll open up stage 7 at level 77 of Cantina. I don't think we know who's going to be in there. I haven't seen anything on any of the forums or any of my groups that I'm in that say what's going to happen. So, but basically also in there, just so you guys know, with The Force Awakens being released, the DVD, Blu-ray, on demand, whatever, they are going to release PO shards for Google. So basically flipping it, because before when they released the movie in theaters, Google got Phasma. So now Google's going to get PO, and then iOS, Apple is going to get Phasma. So, for a lot of people, probably a lot of people that are established, they already have PO and Phasma already opened up, and they might already have maxed. But, for some other new people, maybe that were close, it'll be nice to have it. Or for brand new people, it'll be nice to be able to open up those characters. So it's cool, but yeah, I think that's a little, they're kind of rehashing the same giveaway they already did, when the movie was released. So again, it just kind of shows, kind of lack of thought, not real creativity here. But again, overall, I'd rate that a 3 out of 5. So, and then for the updates, we know we'll just go over these quickly. These were the updates that we went over in the previous live stream. They've been out since the 24th, so they've been out for, was it 24th or 23rd? I can't remember when this came out. But anyways, the Erodium pack came out, so you can get Tuscan Shaman in there, but you had to have spent $200. So again, it's showing you that you're forced to pay to play in the game. Blatantly, it showed that you're forced to pay to play. So Tuscan Shaman, a lot of people have them. We talked about some different team synergies, different team comps. I'm not going to go over that particularly right this minute, but he could be good, he could not be good. I heard different opinions from people who played him. I'm going to look at Vim's video. He did Galactic Wars with Tuscan Shaman, so I'll check it out, and I'll give you guys more feedback on it next week. But so we got Tuscan Shaman in there. We did release Magma Guard to Galactic Wars shipments, which, as you guys know, as I talked about in the streams, I'm not a huge fan of Magma Guard. I just don't see him in any of my teams I'm building right now. That may change with the, once we finally find out whatever the new meta is going to be in however many weeks from now. When we're level 90, we'll find out what the new meta is, I'm sure. But so that's what we got mainly there. They did some bug fixes, just some different character stuff, nothing too crazy. And then you got some additional things that they were working on, which they kind of said that in the last couple updates that they're working on that. And if you guys want to see my review of the updates, you guys can check out that live stream if you guys want. Vem said he did Cantina with Tuscan, and the rest of them are not up to par for Galactic Wars. Okay, cool. Vim said, I figured out that Obin, Shaman, the Euro dude, Tuscan Raider, and Vader work amazingly well together and are all cheap upgrade cost, mat-wise for gear. Oh, cool. Nice. Okay. The only thing about Vader, obviously, most people can only get him best case 5-star. Okay. Anything? I don't really see any other questions in here. I'm going to go ahead and open it back up to you guys so you guys can just talk about the general update since we haven't heard you guys' opinion on them. Darktron, go ahead.
Um, I the Tuscan Shaman looks alright. I wouldn't pay money to get him. I've looked at what his stats are, and his couple characters can definitely counter him. Akbar is one of them, and I think e- uh, Ewok Elders can counter him too, and Bears can kind of counter that sort of too because she had the really big heal, and I don't find me picking him up as a character. If they bring more Tuscan characters, maybe I'm thinking of dropping money on them. But right now there are only 3 Tuscans, so right now for me I'm just laying off on the Tuscan shaman for now till he comes out with a better synergy group. Work with him. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree with the Shaman. I'm not rushing out to get him. I did open that pack up because you guys wanted me to. We did the subscriber thing. It was fun. So that was all good, man. I mean, I don't have a problem buying a pack just for fun for the channel. But yeah, I'm not going to invest my crystals into him. Obviously, I'm trying to save my crystals for the update. So, obviously, I'll probably drop a little bit on my main account. Man, if I dropped a little bit on my Droid account, dude, this server I'm on my Droid account. Let me find it.
Well,
Let me just look at this real quick. But it's all pay to play, basically Qui-Gon Jinn teams. And if I could just get had the credits and maybe some training droids to get my team done, dude, this is a good team. This is a primarily free to play team, dude. Just with the one big crystal pack, it could change the whole game for me here. But I'm gonna hold off on doing that.
well, here's the thing. Like, maybe not a lot of people have a lot of money, but what's really important that I like EA and what they bring these little special packages for 21 days for what 14.99 something like that. It's a great investment because one, here's a tip for you guys, and I'm gonna tell you the tip. When you're playing the game, you want to maximize how much crystals you get a day. If you can do that, then you know how much crystals you can use to refresh. If you do that, you can maximize how much gearing your characters, and how much you progress in your cantina. Because if you do those 2 things, you're definitely going to be ahead of the people in the free to play or pay to play.
Yeah, those crystal packs for the $11 for the 100 a day, those are good. Those are good. I think the main thing is just to try to focus down on your 5 main characters that you want to get ready for arena, and then once you get those 5 ready, try to add 1 or 2 in that you can throw in your team to switch the team up if you need to switch it up in a few weeks. But just try to have a few main characters that you can always go to, keep them leveled, and keep them geared. Gear them out as much as you can, because a lot of players don't take the time to gear out their players. They might 7-star them and get them level 70, but if they're not gearing them up, they're losing out on a lot of damage and a lot of health. And that can give you an advantage, especially if you have synergy on the team as well.
And would have been a great idea. What they should have done, if they're gonna do like the 21 days, they should do a monthly thing where you get crystals and get credits. If they do that, I'm definitely would jump on the bandwagon for that because credits are the most thing I really need in the game. And if they add that into the game, that would have been a really good choice to do for me.
They're always going to keep the resources to a minimum because they want people to spend money and put money into the game. I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning, just trying to level up too many characters and gear up too many characters. And I have a lot of the guys now that are in the 30s, 40s, and 50s until I realized I got to stop and try to get one team and maybe a B team together as well. The money's always going to be an issue, and the mats are always going to be an issue, especially now with even the new ability mat coming out. They can do that at any time. They can always add a new ability mat or something else you would need just to slow down the progression, even for the pay-to-play folks. If they only
Yeah.
hand out so many of those materials a day, you're not going to be able to buy your way to, max gear level 80 because they're going to ration out how quickly you can get those materials. So they're going to
Yeah.
find ways to slow it down if they want to slow it down. But there's always going to be a gap between pay to play and free to play.
Yeah. For me, like per day, I spend about 700 crystals a day because I'm always number one in my server, and I'm always maximizing how much crystals I get a day because I literally spend 700 and then I gain 700 in that day. So if I do that, I can at least level gear up at least 2 people at a time. So that's what I usually do with my game.
You're breaking even then every day on crystals. You don't have any left over to buy, say, a pack of credits or anything like that. You might want
I
to spend a few less crystals a day just to set some
oh
aside for a credit pack once in a while. Try to get the multiplier,
I
get some extra money.
I have a lot of crystals. I just saying I always breaking even with 700 crystals. So I know how much I'm spending per day.
I got you.
I make 700 a day with my rank 1 and the dailies and the 21 day crystals.
And guys in the chat, I did put my ally code in there. If you want to add me, I just cleaned out my allies, so I've got plenty of space in there. If you need help, level 70, I've got Jedi's for you, Qui-Gon, level 70 maxed out as leader. So if you need to add me Triumphant Games, it's up there. Just send a note in the chat that you added me, and I'll accept you right away.
Yeah, man, I love the fact that our community, we share the codes. Veteran players will help out the younger players. I mean, man, both due to the live stream and you guys supporting me starting out. I just started playing this game a month and a half ago, and I think both my accounts are full level 70s, which obviously I'm going to need to get through those light side dark side battles. And I'm definitely going to need them. Now we're all going to need each other going into the new one. So yeah, man, definitely. Carl, if you're just joining the channel, we have 2 guests on with us today. We got Triumphant Games, who's been a long-time viewer. He said he has watched every single one of my videos, which, man, I'll tell you what, that's dedication, brother. Okay, that's dedication. And then we got my boy Darktron, who's been a long-time viewer and active in the chats on the channel for a while. So.
And a pro player too.
Oh, and a pro player. Oh, okay. Well, if you guys say you're a pro player, you're not a pro player. So just remember that.
Hey.
So listen to this. I'm gonna give you guys some apparel. So I'm gonna give you guys a new shirt. Here's the first design. Okay, it's gonna say Rank 1 Arena Player. That's it. And it'll say LordSkunk.com on the back. Okay, so that'll be the first one, and that'll be $49.99. Obviously, you guys will drop money. Obviously, you guys have discretionary income, or you wouldn't play this game. So yeah, that shirt's gonna be hitting the market real soon.
Nice. There we go. If you need me to repost my ally code, guys, let me know. I'll just throw it back in the chat if you need it.
Yeah, Ross Wade had a great point. He said, hey, can I put a spot somewhere where everybody can post their ally codes? They're on the forums and stuff. There's different places to do it, but they get so cluttered. But just for our community, where we can share those. So yeah, that's in the works. I'm definitely going to work on that. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet.
Got 12 spots right now that I can fill up. I put it on a video on my channel. Got a couple there, but I'm at 23 or 35, so I got 12 spots that I can fill up, and I'll leave you guys in there as long as you need. The only one I can't kick out is my son. My 10-year-old will kill me if I kick him out, but everybody else is open and good to go.
Cool, good deal.
He's got a droid account too.
Nice, following the steps of Lord Skunk. I love it.
Yeah, 10-year-old's got an all droid account because I bought him the little droid starter bundle. He's running HK and the droids.
Now let me ask you a question then. So does he watch every one of those live streams too? I don't use any profanity. So
he's seen some. I know you keep it clean when he's when he's here and it's not too late at night for school. He's seen a few of them. Yeah.
Bedtime stories with Lord Skunk. I love it. That might be one of my new segments.
Okay, I got a question for you two. Okay, now, how did you hear about this game and how you got started playing this game?
Well, for me, I went and saw the movie with my 2 boys, and after we left the movie, I was just looking through the App Store, and I stumbled along the game, just happenstance, and I downloaded it and got hooked, man, pretty much right away. Been playing ever since.
Yeah, mine popped up on a Facebook news feed, and I was like, oh, what's this? Clicked on it, and then there you go, man. Their revenue stream just went crazy.
But I tell you my experience. One of my friends told me about the game, and it's kind of funny because we were playing board games. We play Catan. We play Catan during the week. He told me about this game. I checked it out, and I fell in love with it, and I put a lot of money towards this game. Just put it this way, I put about $2,000 into in the game so far, so I love it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I liked it. Yo-Yo Yoda said a T-shirt design. I got 99 problems, but a Poe ain't one.
I've seen that.
Hey, not when you're running that Qui-Gon Gym, baby. Nice.
No.
Yo-Yo Yoda, email me, LordSkunk2016 @gmail. Email me your ally code. Who else said something here? CMB, I follow in your footsteps, Skunk. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Chocolate's in the house. He got grounded. Oh, no, man.
What up, Chocolate? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Chocolate, man. He's our youngest live streamer.
Wait, sexual chocolate? Is that sexual chocolate?
No.
Really?
Chocolate.
Wait,
Chocolate.
I know.
He
I'm
did the live
joking.
streams. Chocolate.
Gotcha. Okay, I wasn't there. Yeah, I wasn't there. Cool. Yeah, Chocolate fills in on the streams on Saturdays for me. So he does his streams. So cool.
Yeah. It's just a joke I made. You guys get that if you know wrestling, so sexual chocolate. So
Yeah, I don't know if I feel comfortable.
Market.
I don't know if I feel comfortable saying sexual chocolate to a 13-year-old boy. But other than that, you Canucks,
Yeah.
you guys are crazy. What's this all about? All right. So what else you guys got for me?
Just kind of right now with I'm kind of I have a feeling that the meta. I mean, it's always going to be damage and that kind and speed. I get that. I have a feeling that they're going to stretch it out and make the battles longer. So I'm kind of going to start building the team with maybe a tank, 2 healers, and then just 2 attackers. Thinking maybe like a Royal Guard and maybe Lumi, Yoda. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do Barris or what I'm going to do, but I just feel like they're going to try to stretch the games out with nobody dying on first turn or trying to eliminate that part of it. I think it's going to become more of an endurance kind of a game, maybe at least for a little bit.
Well, here's my thought on what my idea is from last night, because I've been thinking about this patch, and I was thinking, okay, fine. They want to change the meta. That's cool. How about I make my all team slow and have 2 assists?
Yeah, but we don't even know if that's going to be the meta. We don't know what that's going to be. That's the only thing. Is that's what they kind of told us, but we don't really know that. You know what I mean? That's the frustrating part. Is that okay? So based on what they said, it looks like we got to go with slow characters, right? Well, that's not true. That's not necessarily true because fast characters might not hit as hard, but they're still faster, so they might hit twice as often. So they might, you know what I'm saying? We got to look at DPS. Well, I called it the other day damage per turn. So DPT in this game. So damage per turn. Man, I wasn't really paying attention to this. No, I might actually.
But my theory about this is they're gonna want to slow down the meta and doing this, quick does reduce damage and stuff like that. And if this meta does change what it is, I can see people start thinking about getting a bunch of 3 slow characters and 2 fast characters that assist and allows them to do more damage in the first turn, and that still would probably be a one-shot.
I think controllers like Old Ben are going to become more important as well. Like, if you can shut down the other team from using their abilities on turn 1, just to get an advantage, get that first kill in.
Yeah.
They can go a lot of ways with that. I'm really not going to do much until I know where it's going to go. I don't see players like GS. I think he's going to be dominant. Once he gets level 80 and has no cooldown really on the special, that's going to be tough to get around. If you guys don't have him, I would get him ASAP.
I believe in the next maybe I'm predicting in another 3 months they're gonna add another droid to the roster because right now we only have technically 4 and one of them is very hard to get. So I hope they put General Grievous in, take him out of the shard shop and put him into the cantina or one of the shipments and put something else new into the shard shop.
I doubt. I really, and
I don't
think they'll ever do that. I think they basically said in their post the only way we'll ever get Grievous is through the shard shop. I mean, I think they made that pretty clear. Yeah, I mean, I would like them to do that, obviously, to make it easier to get him. But I don't think that'll ever happen. Now, one thing I do want to point out, guys, I just want to reference something here. I want to make sure you guys saw this video. Right, man, it's way back, dude. Look how far back this thing is. Where is it? Hang on.
No problem.
Okay, so look at this video 2 weeks ago. What did I say? What did I say about this video 2 weeks ago?
The speed kills one?
Tuscan Shaman, baby. Tuscan Shaman preview 2 weeks ago, boy. Who called it? Who called it, boys?
There he is.
Who called it? I should probably say boys and girls because that's probably why we only have a 5% women viewership because I just refer to you guys all as boys. But yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at this. Where's the dude at? He caught this. Where's he at?
Good call.
GG, it kind of gives you an idea of what characters might be coming out in the future in the spoiler section.
I don't remember where it was, but some dude was like, man, how did you call Tuscan Shaman 2 weeks ago? It's the Force, man. The Force is strong with this one. The Force is strong with this one. Do you see how every single one of these videos on here says watch? Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
If I shared your screen right now, would every single one of those say watch on your screen?
Looked at them all.
All right, good. Looked at them all. Oh, man. Well, yeah, you could watch them for like 2 minutes and then just peace out. Like, nah, I don't want to watch this.
I've fallen asleep with a couple of them on, though.
Nice. Me too. While I was doing them.
I'm not saying autoplay hadn't been a factor on a few of them. I go back and make sure I've actually seen it.
I've done that before, man. I've done it. Like I went to check and edit. And then because I do everything through headphones, so I'll set like my headphones down and I'll go do something else. I'll watch TV or something, and then I'll wake up the next day and I'll look at my stuff still playing over and over. So that's probably most of my all those hours of video watch was me just accidentally leaving it on autoplay.
I uploaded the video to my channel and I hop in bed and throw your stream on one of the videos on. Next thing I know, it's the next morning.
I love that you go to bed with me.
Hey man,
I love it.
Wow.
I love it. Good deal. Okay, hey, real quick for you guys that don't know. Okay, let's get through this now. Every Thursday we do give away 7 Allied Code with 7-star General Grievous. Okay, and I think it has 7-star Yoda on it and all that good stuff. So all you have to do is go onto my main channel, click on discussion tab, and just leave a review about the site, about the community, about the streams, whatever you like about it. You can see what some of the other people have said. But if you do that, if you leave a comment there, every Thursday we draw 2 people, and then we send their information or their Allied codes to them. And he'll add you so you can have access to a 7-star Max Grievous and Yoda to help you through. Now, that's really going to come in handy with the level increase, okay? With us being able to go up on that cap, it'd be nice to have those good allies, to get through that. So if you haven't done so yet, pop on over here, discussion tab. If you're on mobile, I did put the link. There's a link in this live stream. I think if you look at the description in this live stream, there's a thing that says, well, do you like the community, blah, 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 whatever, leave a review here. Click that. If you're on mobile, you got to hold it down, open it in Safari to be able to do it. But just leave a review there. Greatly appreciate that. And we're going to leverage this later for other stuff that we're going to try to get accomplished. So maybe we can get an EA or CG dev into one of the live streams, and we can ask them some of these questions and maybe be a voice for some of the concerns that we talked about today, and maybe they'll listen to what we have to say, or maybe they'll give us their reasonings for why they're doing it. I mean, we're only guesstimating. We don't know what their reasonings are for things, so maybe they can tell us their side. So we'll see. We get enough support behind the channel, we get enough support behind the community, then yeah, absolutely we'll be able to do that. So if you haven't done so, please go ahead and do that in discussion tab. If you can't make it to the Thursday live streams where we draw the 2 winners, don't worry, we go ahead and we'll notify you if you won. Or you should be watching on the replay anyways. Also, if you don't win this Thursday, don't worry, we do it every Thursday, so you'll have a chance to be able to access 7-star Grievous and 7-star Yoda, and I want to thank them for offering to do that, because that's pretty nice. I mean, not a lot of people will have access to that.
I need some of that in my life. I need some Grievous.
So I appreciate everybody that has left those, and I appreciate everybody that continues to leave those. So let's see here. I want to just open this up. Autobot said, will EA give us the characters that are in the light side and dark side battles that we don't have today? For example, Geonosian Spy, Rebel Pilot, etc. I'm sure they're going to give us some of them. I'm sure they're going to give us some of those characters. So, those will be there. Now remember, guys, this game, look at this game, man. It's only half half done or whatever. We still got three tables over here that aren't opened, and we still got this ship battle thing over here that's not open with the hut guy back there. So, you know, I mean, obviously we got Biggs in there that's you know, it has built-in ship synergy, so I'm sure we're going to see maybe like Pilot Luke and stuff like that in the future. So, you know, that stuff's all going to come into play. So that stuff hasn't even happened yet. So I hope they get this stuff figured out where they can produce a little bit better product or development of the game. So when this stuff comes out, you know, we'll be looking forward to it and excited about it. You know, not dreading how they're going to screw it up next, for lack of a better term.
Thinking all Genosian team is coming.
Yeah, well, I think all of them. Yeah, I mean, you know, you got your 4 Ewoks now. Wicked will be there eventually. He's already in the data mined information. You know, there's, you know, Palpatine's in there for Empire. Here's what I hope. This is what I really hope they do. I hope in the update they do allow us access to Vader. I really hope they do that. Now, I don't think they'll ever do Grievous, but I think Vader they could do. Maybe reward us with being able to get Vader to 7-star, because I really think an all Sith team could be cool with Maul as lead or something like that. You know, Vader, but you need Vader in there. If not, you'd have to sub in like Royal Guard or somebody. But what I want to do right now, guys, is any questions that you guys have in the channel, in the chat, go ahead and post those. Just type @LordSkunk, the @ symbol Lord Skunk, and it'll highlight. But yeah, we'll all answer those questions. We'll have discussion about those questions. But put in any questions that you guys have about the updates, about the changes, about, you know, what you should do. We'll give you our opinions so you can get, you know, and I think we're all three, you know, very different play styles and stuff. So I think you'll get some good perspective. So go ahead and post those in there now in the chat, and then we'll answer those. Now there is about a minute delay before they hear this, so it's going to be a minute until they post that in chat. Lord Skunk, can I Skype you? Well, I'm going to start charging for Skype. So, yes, any of you guys will be able to. If you got those dollar bills, y'all.
I don't mind splitting the funds with you.
Yeah, why? I'd let you guys on for a freebie. This is to get you hooked. This is like giving you the dark side pack.
Yeah.
It's like the first hit of crack in the '80s. It says.
Yep. It's just like they give you that first. They give you that first data card, and like, oh, exciting! What character are you gonna get? Oh, Jedi Counselor. Imagine that. How much would you pay? Okay, how much would you pay for 1 through 70 boost for level 6 gear? And I already said that. If you obviously weren't paying attention, so you need to listen a little faster.
$29.99 was the answer.
$29.99 was the answer. You need to listen a little faster so I don't have to slow down for you.
Me, I'm a little bit cheaper. I go 25.
Okay, 25. Fair.
Psychological pricing. Give me that $24.99.
$24.99 like the droids. Yep, I like it.
That sweet spot.
Yeah.
What do you think, Darktron?
I think that'd be a great choice. $24.99 would be a perfect price pitch for them to do, because
because that's like $60 Canadian.
No, actually 30 close to $35 in Canadian.
So let me tell you a real quick funny Canadian story. Okay.
Oh no! Here we go.
Let me so
funny Canadian about our bacon.
No, I went up to Windsor, Canada, and you could go up to Windsor, Canada, and I think it's 18 or 19, and you could gamble and go into bars or whatever, right? Isn't it 19? Or was 19?
Yeah, the Indian casinos up there. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so we went across the border with my buddy, and we already went on one trip with him, and he wanted to go on this trip, and he had a lot of money. He had like a settlement. He had a lot of money. So he had all this money. We go on this trip, and we went to this big city. And we ended up getting there, and he didn't want to do nothing. He didn't want to walk around the city. He didn't want to leave the hotel room. He didn't want to do nothing because he afraid we were going to get robbed or killed or shot or whatever. And I'm like, really? Okay. We have a homeless dude with us. So the homeless dudes are going to connect with the other homeless dude that's with us. So we ended up, the next trip we went was like almost right after. Like we came home for like a night, and then we went right up to Windsor. We went up there, got there about 4 in the morning. Dude had a wad of cash on him, so we're crossing the border to Canada at 3 or 4 in the morning. We're 19 years old. I got no money on me. The homeless dude, obviously, that we're with, he just got kicked out of his house. He was like 20, and for some reason his parents kicked him out, probably because he was 20. And so he didn't have any money. I didn't have any money on me, and I'm driving. And then my buddy had like $5,000 cash on him. So they're like, "What are you guys doing coming across the border at 4 in the morning?" To Canada with only one dude has money on him. It's $5,000 cash. That's kind of shady, but they let us go. The Mounties or whatever were cool. They let us through, and so we went in. We're hanging out in Windsor or whatever, and we need to go to the place to exchange our American money for Canadian money. So the dude gave me $300. So me and my buddy left him to check in the hotel. We went to go to the exchange place to get the money. And then we exchanged it. When I got back to the hotel, I gave him $300.
No.
And he's like, wait a minute, isn't there like an exchange rate here or something different? I'm like, nah, man, that was old. That was a couple years ago. So me and my buddy ended up, I don't remember how much it was. I don't know, it was like $200 or something. So when he ended up doing the exact same thing he did in the last city we went to and just wanted to sit in the hotel room the whole entire time and watch movies on HBO, which made no sense to me. Me and him actually had money this time, so we got to go out, we got to live the dream. And he's like, man, how are you guys going out and doing all this stuff? So I just thought that was kind of funny. So if you ever go to Canada with a lame friend, make sure you are the one that cashes it or does the exchange for the money, and then pocket your extra little bit. That's a tip. That's for being his friend, for him being so lame.
Was he Canadian?
No, he wasn't Canadian. No.
So
Okay.
we got some questions in the chat. Skunk, they want to know what characters you want to see in the game yourself.
Oh, who I want to see in the game? I would like to see. Well, we all know Malik and Revan, of course. They'll probably never be here, but since we'll probably never get them, I definitely want to see Darth Plagueis for sure, man. We gotta see Darth Plagueis, or however you say it. I don't even know how you say it. Everybody keeps asking about Jango Fett too. I got like a guy, he might be in this chat right now, but he always like posts, like every video I post, he like says something about Jango Fett. And Jango Fett, I mean, hopefully they do better than they did with Baba. Oh, and then there's a guy, I can't remember his name, and I wanted to remember it too. He corrected me on how to say Alia. He said it was not said that way. He actually gave me the proper pronunciation, but I told him since he did that, I will forever say Alia. So I just want to make sure I made that public service announcement. Announcement. I can't even speak, man. I'm losing my voice too, guys. If you can't tell. What other questions did they have up there, guys? Right here, Connor. What day will they raise the level cap? Because I can't get my Jedi Counselor to the next gear level because he has to be level 73. It's going to be probably Tuesday. Would you like a younger Obi-Wan from prequel era? Yeah, of course. That was from Azu.
Yeah, kind of what you can do is you can get that gear now, man. You can get that gear now and just have it ready. Even though you can't equip it, you can have it all ready to go, crafted and ready to go. So as soon as you hit 73, you can throw it right on.
Valsy has a great point. He said, my solution for Galactic Wars is total refresh and cooldowns for your characters between battles. Yeah, I mean, I would like that. I mean, that might make it too easy.
Make it a little too easy, though.
Yeah, it might make it too easy. Now, here's one thing I would say about Galactic Wars, and I'll get your guys' opinion after I say this, because I said this in the other live stream, is that my Galactic Wars, my first 6 battles are getting really boring on my main account, because it's like literally the same people. Like, it's the same... I haven't looked at the name to check. I mean, I guess I go back to the live stream and look and see, but it's like the same comp over and over and over, like in the same order. I don't know if it's the same like person or same account. Like this says Hiko on it. I don't know if it's that dude, but it's like the same exact comp. It's like, that's really frustrating and really annoying. I mean, mix it up a little bit. I'm so tired of Sid in freaking Galactic Wars. I mean, just put somebody else in. And I'm not saying like Sid's OP. I'm just saying it's just put somebody else in. Every single battle has Sid. It's annoying.
I think it's really easy to fix Galactic War, though, guys. I think there's an easy way to fix it. You can go in and you can, retreat if you lose a guy or whatever the case may be. You can retreat and start again, and that's fine. I'm all for that. I do that a lot. I want to make sure I finish as many as I can. But the same way that they tier Arena at the end of the day, they run a tier for prizes based on where you finished. They could tier Galactic War based on how often you had to restart a battle. Like if you made it through all battles clean, no restarts, no deaths, you get a higher prize than somebody that restarted 20 times. And the guy that restarted 20 times or 10 times would get a higher price than some guy that started, 15 times. And so if you could tier the rewards based on how often you restarted or how many guys you lost.
Yeah. I like that idea. Now, here's the other thing that I want to see done. Okay, speaking of that, let's piggyback right onto that because this is another idea. We're going to do a live stream. I want to do one coming up. I wanted to do it maybe yesterday or today, but obviously we had other things that came up. But probably next week, I want to just do one to EA, and now I think I'm definitely fired up to do it. And these are just some of the things I'd like to see. Number one, going off what he just said about Galactic Wars, about people who retreat or lose people, I want to see that in Arena. So if I go into Arena and I fight Darktron, and I beat his team flawlessly. I lose no players. I wipe out his whole team. I should get a bigger reward. I should get a reward for that. I should get a reward for every battle, not just a payout. I should get a reward for doing the battle. Because then you want to complete your 5 battles too, right? Because then you get more people active in arena. A lot of people just do their 3 battles for their daily, do 1 battle for their daily or to start their daily, and then they just wait to do their 2 towards the end of payout. So you get people doing battles more, and obviously it means more crystal refreshes for them too. So you give me a reward for doing the arena. Now I get bigger rewards based on how well I completed that that arena match. So then it's gonna mix up. It's gonna mix up my tactics or strategies or maybe who I attack. So definitely I think that's something to look at, and it's gonna help you on defense too, I think. So basically, again, just to recap. So let's say I'm gonna fight Darktron. I'm gonna go in and fight him. My team versus him. I beat his team, which of course I would 100 out of 100 times anyways. But I beat his team, and then I don't lose any players. I should get a bigger reward. Now if I lose 1 player, I get a little bit less reward. And if you have a perfect completion, you have a bigger chance to pull something special, maybe extra ability mats or character shards or whatever. I'm down for something like that.
And they could also add achievements, like if you won a match in under 90 seconds or whatever, you get an achievement for that.
What?
You can add.
It takes you 90 seconds to complete an arena match?
I'm just depending. If I want to use my taunts and different stuff, sometimes I play around. Yeah, about 90 seconds with the Jedis. Ethkoth doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Neither does JC. And I'm running them right now in arena.
Here's a pro tip if you want to be number 1. Okay, these jerks that try to copy off me and do the snipe on my server. They're trying to figure out the snipe thing. Here's what I do. I will wait, even if they do it and if they have 45 seconds left, I will still fight them and I'll go in. I'll just auto it. I'll auto it and target who I want, and the auto will get me through. It'll win the battle in 45 seconds. The auto fights so much faster than you ever could. So yeah, do that. If they try to snipe you, and they're going to leave some seconds on the thing, man. They're going to leave probably. Some people are dumb. They leave like a minute and a half. That's dumb. If they leave if they leave 45 seconds or more on the match, they're done. I'll kill them every time.
You could just go in with 5 minutes left and just draw it out, just waiting for a draw. I mean,
yeah, I don't do that though. I don't do that because you get achievements for winning battles, and I don't ever lose. If you guys ever looked at my stats, I did get my stats. I posted those. And I think that's only my offensive stats. But I've only lost 10% of the time, and I did lose a lot of games when I was noob. I just didn't know. I timed out a battle before when I was noob. I wasn't paying attention. I was like watching TV, and I didn't know there was a time limit on it. So, but yeah, that's fun. Okay, so John wants a betting arena. Okay, so like what? Like what? Like what do you mean? What are we betting on?
Bet crystals that I can beat this guy.
Oh, no, that could be kind of cool. Now, remember in okay, so let's go back to Knights of the Old Republic. Remember how they had that little what's that card game they had? They had some kind of card game. If you guys remember that, I can't remember. So you guys will know. Some people in here I know are like hardcore Knights of the Old Republic fans. So they had that little card game, and you could bet. Like you could play the dude in the game, the Star Wars game, and you could bet him. And then if you won, you got that money back. But if you lost that money. So that's pretty cool.
Lost the money.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, you can kind of wager. Pasak card game. Yeah, Pasak or whatever, something like that. Yeah, Pasak cards, and that's what you played. If you haven't played Knights of the Old Republic, man, you should get that game. You can get it on your mobile device or you can get it on PC. Somebody said it's free on Amazon. I got it free from Vim because he's my homeboy. But let's see here. What else? Oh, and here's the other thing, guys. If they want to do something quick and easy to totally make this to open this game up. To make it so much more interesting with comps and whatnot, why don't they give us a 3v3? And why don't they give us a 6v6 where I can pull an ally? Let me go in there with my 5 and let me pull an ally. Then it's going to make me make me want to get allies. It's going to make me, that's going to be a whole nother factor into the game of how important allies are. It'll mix up the whole entire comp. 6v6 is totally different than 5v5. 3v3 is totally different than anything else. So I would love to see some additional, arena ladders in there, and I'd like to see some, exclusive characters. If you guys have ever played the mobile app Injustice,
Gods Among Us, that's fun.
Injustice, Injustice, Gods Among Us is a DC app. If you guys have played that, their arena, I really like how they do the arenas. They show replays of offensive and defensive battles. They show you all your stats. Like literally, you can click on the app and they'll break down each stat, how much power each character, or how many abilities each character used, how much damage they did, how long they were in the match for before they died, or if they died, how many people they killed. I mean, dude, they just give you great. All this data is in this game, dude. It's really easy. They should be showing us this data. I should be able to select a defense team. I should be able to select an offense team. If I want to go on defense, I should be able to put in a totally different team. This is all basic stuff. Injustice Mobile has been out shoot, for what, probably almost 3 years now, if not 3 years.
About 3.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's easy stuff that they could have done. Now, the other thing is, and I haven't played it, but I've talked to some of you guys about it, was this Clash Royale or whatever this thing is where you can do live arena. Man, I said this a while back in one of my very first live streams. I said, whoever figures out live arena on these mobile apps is going to make a freaking killing. So I know that what are they called? I can't remember the name of that company, but it's Clash of Clans people. I know they got to be making a killing on this battle royale because that's going to pull in PvPers that aren't even into these stupid games. You know what I mean? That's going to pull in people that are just competitive, that are just PvP players that want to come in and dominate, on a server. So absolutely, man. I mean, there's some cool stuff that they could do, and I really hope that they start implementing some of this stuff, and maybe we can get one of them on here and we can get some of that discussion going.
Yeah, Clash Royale is a lot of fun game, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Live PvP is fun. Now, addressed on the Galactic War, I find, for me, Galactic War is just a joke. Like, I'm sick and tired of seeing Sid. I see Sid in every single one. Just last week, I had, like, from start to finish, all level 70, purple. And it was ridiculous. And I finished it. I had to sacrifice maybe 1 or 2 people, but I still completed it. And now I'm working on Akbar because I'm sick and tired of seeing Sid all the time. So I'm going to have Akbar as my second healer and just use JC. And then that's it. And I'm going to have my droid going in and romple through Galactic War. Galactic War is a joke to me. What they should have done in Galactic War would have been a lot of fun, is keep on going. The farther you go, the more rewards you get. So you're going to keep on going to your whole roster's done. And boom. And then it gives you the reward, how many completion of each gnome or spot, whatever. And that would have been a great idea.
You want to extend it then?
Yeah, I want it like sort of like a ladder, but if you ever played a game called Parasite Eve, and you beat the whole game, and you have to start from level in the building from level 1, and then you go to the next level 2, you beat the boss there, and then you go to level 3, level 4, level 5, and so on and so on, and it can go up to 100. I want a Galactic War where you can start from one start and end up going higher. The more higher you go, the harder it gets. So at least it gives it a challenge, and that's what I like. I like challenge. Galactic War for me right now is not a challenge. It's a joke.
Yeah, my Galactic War is on my Droid account. I mean, I've only finished it 3 times, maybe 4, I think, but 3. Partly because I don't really, you know what I mean. I'm not going to be as strategic or spend as much time on that account. But the other thing is, I mean, it's just it makes it very difficult when you're in that. I did it on my main account too, where you're in that window of like mid 50s, maybe even low 50s, up to level maybe 62, 63, 64, and you're fighting full geared level 70s at like the 6th node. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, come on, man. They should, if they're gonna put a fix in the game, they should just make the level disparity not that far. You know what I'm saying? Because here's my team. Here's my team on my droid account. So I'm putting all my effort into my droids for arena. So it basically gimps me on Galactic Wars, because I mean these aren't good healing synergies. These aren't characters that are easily healed. They're pretty soft. They're great in arena. But in Galactic Wars, it makes it very difficult. So, it almost is like you have to choose, do you want to do Arena or do you want to do Galactic Wars at a certain stage of the game? If they just took the level disparity, the level cap, and said, okay, hey, you're level 62, you're only going to fight maximum people 3 level higher than you. I think that would be more realistic and more people would enjoy it at these lower levels. Then you get to 70, and it's a cakewalk, And you're like, oh, now you're like happy because I can get through Galactic Wars, but it's like, dude, what? But now what? You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have been able to do this when I was lower level, when I actually needed this stuff. I'm trying to open up characters. I could get more Lumi shards, which helps me, in multiple areas of the game. So yeah, I mean, there's just some things I wish they would tweak, and I hope we get the opportunity. I'm sure we will if we continue to do what we've been doing, to get one of them in here. We can talk about that. So my rant's done. Go ahead.
I think that's a good idea as far as Galactic Wars, as far as bridging the level gap. I mean, that's a big deal, especially for lower level players. That's a really good idea. And also, just a small thing with the arena. I wish there wasn't a 10-minute cooldown for each battle.
Yeah.
I wish it was like maybe 5 minutes, something a little different. Because there's some days where I really want to climb an arena and I can't because I have stuff to do, and whether it's I'm working late or making dinner, doing something, I can't spend 2 hours waiting 10 minutes to go get on the next battle and be that efficient. And I like to be able to reset and get another set of 5, but 10 minutes is just a little long for me. I wish there was if it was a little bit less, that I would play a lot more arena every day.
Well, you know why they do that. You're waiting to buy a refresh.
Yeah. And I'll buy one, but still, it's 50 minutes per refresh. It's 2 hours almost to do 10 battles.
Yeah.
Whereas if I could do that in an hour, I might play for 2 hours and still buy another refresh instead of just buying the one. If you think about the money that I spend on regular energy or Cantina just to get gear or level, I could also spend that in arena to get the arena tokens and the guaranteed crystals just by leveling up. Because I get beat up at night when I'm not controlling my team and I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
I fall because I don't have a lot of damage on the Jedi team. Jedis aren't good for damage. It's not a really good team to win your battles if you can't control it. I do okay when I control it. I win most of my battles when I'm playing, but at night I get killed every night. Drop 30, 40 spots a night. I got to climb back every day.
It's kind of funny since you on topic on that. What I noticed so far, I have a level 80 what's his name? TIE pilot. He's always get target, even in Galactic War. He's first gets target. So their AI is getting a little bit better, but currently they still probably haven't fixed the bug with Akbar, where he just uses ability, 100% turn meter ability, or the other one, and just uses it for no reason. Nobody doesn't have a negative effect on him. That's the one, the negative one. So yeah, it's a couple AIs they need to fix in the game. It's been nice if they fix a couple things and tweak them out. But I've seen most of the time in Galactic War, and they always focus on my JC or my TIE pilot. So they need to. It's good AI. I just find some of the AI choices are pretty bad. So I want someone to fix the AI so it has a little more challenge for me in the Galactic War or PvP.
I feel like the AI doesn't focus down on one character enough. I think it hops between characters too often and messes you up.
Yeah. And most of the time it's basically on RNG and PvP because the amount of dodge I receive or bot people is ridiculous. Sometimes it rages me. So, especially in Galactic War. Oh my god, I hate the dodges in Galactic War. I just call it the Galactic Dodge War.
Yeah. Well, at least I don't see Dooku as much. I mean, it's really annoying when you get Kylo, Sid, and Dooku. I will get them from time to time. That's kind of annoying in Galactic Wars.
No, what's even more worse, having Darth Vader have Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, and Sidious.
Yeah.
That's more annoying. And in my head back then, I go, I wish I had my Akbar, geared out, because he'd be benefit with it. But it's now, since I have gearing Akbar, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Still working on Akbar.
Yeah, I haven't done anything with him yet, but yeah, he looks like he could be interesting. Again, though, you talk about that turn meter. I don't like how that's random. It just randomly goes to somebody, even when you're controlling the character.
especially it's more worse having to gain a person turn meter, but you don't want to do it if you have a tank, because one, if you do,
Then the taunt
for
goes off
example,
faster. Yeah.
Chewy, you don't want to have Akbar with Chewy. It's pointless, because most of the time he's gonna do it on Chewy. There you go, his taunt comes off. So
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let me see here. What's the question here? If you ever played Dragon Age, they had a nice setup with telling your AI characters what to do. Something like that would be sweet. Yeah, I heard a lot of people ask about that too. I don't know. I don't know how difficult that would be, or how they could set that up. I don't know what their back end or what their code's like, but that would be cool if you could do that. So you could say, so if I didn't want my Leia to, stealth on the first turn, I could turn that off. That would be kind of cool. So if we could
I
set
think
something
on
up. But here's what solves that. But hang on, let me go back to that though, because here's what solves that. Is that if I can go back like I originally requested, like it's already been done in multiple games, if I can have an offense team and a defense team, that's what I should have. I should be able to set a defense team that gives me the best chance when I am going to sleep at night. You know what I mean? To be able to protect my rank at least a little bit, and then I can have an offense team. Obviously, other people may be sleeping when I'm playing, so then I could go and take my offense team and have to try to battle their defense team. So it's kind of two metas. It's two metas instead of just one meta. You know what I mean? It really limits the game.
I think for that, it's going to be a lot more work and a lot of programming, and especially for the game files, it's going to be a lot larger for putting something into that. It'd be kind of cool if they do that, but I don't see them doing that because one, it's going to take them a long time to do that and figure it out.
Yeah, I like the idea of being able to set a team for when you're going to bed, though. I get killed every day.
Yeah.
I spent my resources just climbing back up in the ranks to where I break even on the payouts from what I spend each day.
Yeah. But I think it's because the different meta, because the whales, especially the people that spend a lot of money, they're the ones that's bumping people from the ladder board, because they have a deep roster and they can change out whoever they need to do to accommodate against the person they're facing. I do it all the time. That's why I'm still the number one on my server, because I prevent somebody taking my first spot. Especially like this morning, somebody beat me, tried to get me my first spot. I had close to 10 minutes left. I fought the number one guy, waited 5 minutes, finished the battle, target him again, prevent him from attacking, and just let the timer run out. I basically sniped him from getting my number one slot, and it was freaking funny. I wish I recorded it.
Yeah, I know. I hate that when stuff happens like that. You're like, man, I wish I would have been recording. Yeah, that's what kind of got me doing live streams. Is that I'm like, man, I'm doing so much of this stuff. I wish I would have made a video of that. And I'm like, well, I'll just stream it, and then I'll always have a video of it.
So
and trust me, my payout was good because I only spent 50 crystals to refresh to lock the opponent that tried to steal my number one, and it was worth it.
I see questions in the chat about Kylo, guys. I like Kylo Ren. He's good with Phasma lead, but I like having Kylo with Sid because then you have two players on the team that can put the healing immunity on the other side, and that can really help you win some battles. And he's really dangerous when he gets that counter in too.
Yeah, I like Kylo Ren. I start gearing him. I probably stopped him and probably star 5, and I really liked him. But the problem is you gotta have synergy with the rest of the first order. So at that time, it would cost me a lot of resources to do the first order, especially 2 characters. Basically, it would be hard to gear or get. One of them would be the tank. What's his name? Don't know offhead. Would be first order stormtrooper. He's gonna be hard to gear because there's only 2 places you can farm him. And the other one would be the first order thing. he could be easy to get, but the problem is when you have a lot of people in that shipment, you want to concentrate like Odaka. Um, what the other ones are? You have Odaka. You got um, Poe Dameron. Um, then you got Qui-Gon Jinn and Boba Fett, and these are a lot of good characters in that shipment, and it's going to take a long time to get all those characters in that shipment. So you don't want to overextend who you want to get. It's just
Yeah.
stick with one guy in that shipment, and that's it.
Yeah, don't spread yourself too thin. Yeah, so I,
No.
I asked the question to the chat. I just want to know what it felt like, because this is what I get like every single live stream and in my Facebook and in my Twitter and in my direct messages
saw your
and in my
question.
email. So can you guys help me with my team? I have my name's Lord Skunk, by the way. Hello, I'm new to the channel. I have Qui-Gon Jinn lead, GS, Leia, Rey, and Royal Guard all 7-star. What should I do? Level 70, by the way. Usually I don't even say what level they are, but that's what I get all the time. So I just want to see what it felt like. You know what I mean? To do it.
My vote, by the way, is for Daka. You should get Daka.
Yeah.
Daka is nasty.
Well, my Daka's only 5-star though. But I am working on Dooku, her brother.
Duke.
That's a really good team comp. The only problem with that is Oda. The problem with her is somebody damaged her. Her heal basically affects how much health she has. So I probably would have basically Luminara in there because number one for PvP, she's basically the number one. Like she's top notch in PvP, and nobody can replace her. And I think she will never be replaced in PvP.
The thing about Daka that I like though is if you leave her alone, if you have Rey and you have, GS and other high damage characters, even Lumi, and you don't go after Daka and someone else gets knocked out, she can bring them back, and that stun is crazy. I mean, you can turn a battle if you don't get rid of the Daka quickly.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem. Like even the droid, like if you don't take out the droid, he's going to kill you. But then Daka is going to sit there, and the longer you let her go, the more dangerous she gets.
That's funny you just said that because I'm doing the Galactic Wars right now, and I opted not to kill the Daka. And right when you said kill Daka, I started attacking Daka, and she healed and brought back one of the droids. That was funny that you just said that. That's funny.
She's versatile. She's like Lumi. She can do a lot of different things, and that's what I like. I mean, because you can adapt to the battle a few different ways if it changes, and that's what's cool about her. I think she rounds out, especially for PvP. She causes a lot of trouble. It's a headache.
Yeah, but it's a chance. It's a chance you revive somebody. So it's like that's the chance you have to take, right? So.
Yeah, but that stun's no joke either. I mean, you're shutting somebody down.
Yeah.
Oh, that stun, dude, is so funny on that challenge with Savage Opress.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I got Yoda on my team. It's like Yoda, JC. I think Qui-Gon. Isn't Qui-Gon technically a support character or something?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. And then so Yoda, Daka, and yeah, it's funny, man, because it's just like constantly stunned over and over again.
Yeah, I'm trying to round up my team now from Jedi. Now that I got Yoda 7-star, I mean the only Jedi that I think I need are Qui-Gon and Yoda. I mean I like Lumi too, but I think as long as I keep Qui-Gon and Yoda, I want to get 3 different characters for the other spots now for Arena, so I have more damage because I'm not carrying a lot of damage on the other 2 spots.
You know what's really? I think it's really going to be a good character when level 80 would hit. 100 IG 100.
Magna Guard?
Magna Guard. He's going to look like a really, really dirty character because I looked at his ability. He has like a 55 chance to counter.
I'm a gun. He's going to run the streets. I'm a gun. He's going to run all the streets. He's no joke.
Did you guys see that live stream that I did?
He is no joke. He's going to destroy all the neighborhoods.
Yeah, I do that. I'm a Gundian just as like that throwaway team, and Sid AOE'd, and like all these 45 level 45 3 Jedis or whatever just attacked Sid. Maxed level 70 Sid. It was funny, man. It did some damage on him too.
Yeah, I also wanted to get like a all assist team, like Qui-Gon, GS, and just everybody have an assist on them. and just run that out there and just do all kinds of damage.
Yeah,
Now,
Amagundi's gonna be good. He's just
I have
annoying to farm, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a gunny. I think he's gonna be very hard to find for a lot of free-to-play players, but for pay players, they're gonna basically have the edge when the new update comes, because that's gonna be pretty sick.
Oh
I,
yeah, you know what? They might put Amagundi in a cantina or something too. We don't know.
I would love that. I spent a decent amount of money on the game, and I don't have Ray or Armageddon, believe it or not. And I have unlocked some people that I have no desire to use, but I've yet to get those two.
It's kind of
They're
funny
doing that the
because
wrong way.
the amount of money I porked up in this game. I only have Luminary, not Luminary, Organi, 5-star, and Asakura, 5-star, and Ray, 4-star. And just getting the shards for them are ridiculous in the game. 3 spots to farm for Ray. The energy cost is ridiculous. I rather put it towards my character to gear than try to get like 1 or 2 shards, and maybe not get even none shards in a day. So
Yeah, I'm gonna put Amagundi team in right now. See if they do it.
And Glenn in the chat, I wish they buff Kit Fisto too, man.
Yeah, Kid
He
Fisto,
needs
dude.
a little love.
No, did you see him? Did you see that guys on the screen? Watch the screen, dude. Sid just did his AOE again. All the Jedi just attacked him with Amagundi lead. Dude, that's so funny, man. I love it. Look at that. So these guys are like 45, and look at Sid. He's like naturally resistance against Jedi.
35%. Yeah.
That's funny, man. That's funny. I love
That's why I
it.
hate seeing Sid and Dooku on the same team.
you know what? I wonder how he's gonna be compared doing the Yoda event and having Kit Fisto, Barris, Luminari, and Qui-Gon Jinn in there, and that's gonna be a lot of attacks going out.
Yeah, I gotta start focusing on this
That
Amagundi.
1 out of 400 average in packs, man. Whoa, that's crazy.
All right, what other questions we got, guys? What do you think of Anakin? I always tell you guys what I think of Anakin, so go ahead. You guys can give your points.
I think Anakin's only good if everybody around him dies. Therefore, I'm not a fan.
Especially if it's old Ben.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Anakin, they need to give him some love. He needs some love.
Yeah, you guys know
Definitely.
my 4 characters: Anakin, Mace, Barris, and Darth Maul. I think definitely need to be looked at. Now, Darth Maul might be better in the new up, and if slower is viable, if it's truly viable, that might be okay.
I mean, I got a guy that runs Darth Maul with a Royal Guard, and that's helped him climb up a little bit on the server, having that protection there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
he's definitely too slow. But that AoE's pretty good. And Mace is better, but Mace is not great. Barris, if he hits with a wet noodle, that's not fun at all. So I haven't fought for her because
I think in this next update, I think Bear's gonna get a little bit more love because how the speed changes. So we'll see how that's gonna affect the gameplay.
she just does
Bear,
0 damage. I mean, she doesn't do anything for damage. That's the tough part.
no, yeah, and I think they need to increase her damage a little, the comedy. But if they're gonna increase her damage, at least reduce the ratio when she's damaged, because if that's basically the right balance it can do to her to give her a bit more love for PvP, or she's really great for Galactic War. She's phenomenal, especially against Sith teams, and anybody has Anakin or Kylo Ren with heal immunity debuff.
Yeah, 88 too.
And 88, yeah.
In general, the characters that are better have more than 2 abilities. The ones that have 2 abilities aren't very good.
No, they're useless.
Except for GS. GS is the only one that has 2 abilities. Is worth anything.
You know, it's kind of funny since you mentioned that. Is one character that really fucking useless in this game, and they should, give him more abilities than all the other characters. Is that where is he? all he does is just throw grenades. Where is he?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's basically the useless character of all time.
Am I what Greedo?
No, Underworld Police.
Oh, the
He's
underworld.
But he
garbage.
can stun though, dude. He can stun.
He can stun. Yeah, he can stun. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't always want them to give characters necessarily more damage, but I wouldn't mind seeing them getting more utility. That's the key. So
Yeah.
I don't want everybody to do 10k damage, but you can add some different things in the game as far as utility goes, to kind of change the battles and the strategy. That's where it's at for me.
yeah.
I think they
just
could.
find it.
Yeah, I think
just
they could
find
do
them-
that if they change the arena ladders a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's mix the arena ladders up. Let's give it 3v3, a 5v5. You know, so just add something more, a little different, so it's not the same synergies all the time. That's what I would
Here's
do.
the thought. What do you think about if they were get a separate arena going where it was like dark side versus light side arena? So my Jedi
Oh.
team would go against the Sith team or vice versa. So
Well, they do that.
Yeah,
They do that with Marvel Contest of Champions. So they have different.
Right, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking about when I said that. Yeah. So just keep the one arena where you can mix it, but then have other ones where okay, you have to have these people to qualify, and you're only going to fight this group. So you can do Resistance versus First Order or Jedi versus Sith, whatever, however you want to do it. Dark side, light side, like they do the battles. You could have that going, have different arena ladders and different things you could do.
Here's
So have
something
more
that,
than one arena to play.
here's something that would be really, really, really cool. I think that they could do. Maybe you could do it. Maybe you can only do it like twice a day or something. But they could put you in. They could put you in, kind of like what you're saying. It's dark side versus light side, or resistance. Random resistance versus scoundrels, and every character that you had, they were automatically boosted. Like Guild Wars does this. So like, but
Right.
it's not like every day, but it's or it's not like a real thing. But it's something you could try out. Maybe get a little rewards for doing it if you just for participating, really. But you could take, let's say you got Phasma that you just got from this promotion, and she's 4-star, and you got First Order TIE Pilot, and you got whatever. Let's say you have to have 3 First Order characters to participate, but all characters go in at max star, max gear, max whatever for that battle. So you get to see how those characters perform at max level, so you can try out these different teams, see what you like, get different synergies. Because dude, there's no way. I mean, you'd have to be bigger than any of the whales that I've ever met to have every character 7-star, max geared, maxed abilities, all that stuff. I would like to be able to test some of these really cool characters out that maybe I really normally wouldn't invest in and see him at max power. Dude, Hoth Rebel Scout, if you look at him, base, garbage. But you max him out, oh, dude, the dude's a beast.
That would be great too, because it would give you a chance to kind of see where you wanted to take things, and maybe you would spend money on crystals or droids or money to level somebody up that you didn't use before because you got to try them at their max. And they could hand out purple gear, or they could hand out droids or credits or whatever it was, depending on the prize tier. But that would be a really fun way to try some different stuff out.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt anybody. It encourages you to unlock the. So what it does, it encourages you to build your roster, right? So it encourages you because if I have to have, at least typically a minimum of 3, but like Jedi, it should be 5. You should have to have 5 Jedi if it's a Jedi battle, right? If it's a Sith, you should at least have to have 3 Sith. If it's Rebel, maybe since you can't really get Leia if you're not pay to play, maybe they make it, a couple. You know what I'm saying? But they got to make it realistic. And eventually they're going to have full teams. Obviously we saw more Tusken are being available, but you got to have at least 3 Jedi to join or 3 something to join, and then they get boosted to max level just for that battle, so you can test them out, and you're fighting against other maxed out characters, of an opposing faction. And I think that would be neat. And I think it would give everybody an opportunity to see these characters or preview these characters. Dude, there's people that are free to play, dude, that will never have a 7-star character. They'll never have them maxed out because they're going to get tired of the game because they're going to think it's too big of a hill to climb. They're never going to have a chance to ever do anything. Maybe they can't do the dailies every day. All that stuff. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different levels of players in this game, and I think it would entice people to be able to try somebody at max level. I thought that was really cool when Guild Wars did that. Because I could just start the game. I was behind my guild when I was playing. They're all like max level, and I'm level 12. And they're like, come do arena with us. Come do arena. I'm like, how am I gonna do arena with you, dude? I'm level 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man, you can just get in this arena, and it boosts you to max level for the fight. That's awesome. You know what I mean? Plus it takes out the fact of the pay to play, free to play, because everybody goes into that battle, the same. So
Well, it would also give the devs a good way to get feedback on certain things and what they need to change before it becomes an issue. Because they have a lot more data and a lot more players that would be able to comment on certain things that they want to see fixed or different. So they would win too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I have a question. What are you guys thinking about this new Advantage update? Um, what do you think about the new Advantage update?
Somebody asked me that yesterday in the did I stream yesterday or whatever day I streamed, was that the day before? And I had not done the research on it, and I told him I would, and I'd talk about that, but I'll leave that up to you guys because you guys obviously have done it. Or pull it up and read it or something. You can go to lordskunk.com and find that, baby. Come on now. Should have already been on it.
In my opinion, I think because that's changing, I think it's gonna sort of lower the phasma, because right now, her utility, she's only have couple useful things, but she's not a wow factor. She's basically, when I was free to play, I've been using her. Since then, I stopped using her because I don't need her anymore, because number one, I don't have a roster of team of first order. So basically, she's kind of basically out of my profile. She's really good for giving turn meters for everybody to get them to do what they need to do for PvP. But other than that, I find she's not that great for me anymore. They changed some couple of things with her, but doing the advantage for increasing crit for one turn, don't know. It's like a layout without a self. Basically, that's how I look at her.
Well,
Her
a lot of people have said too. I mean, why change it? Why that particular ability, and why change it? You know what I mean? Why not just leave it?
Yeah,
What it is.
exactly. I rather have a Nora armor than having increase the crit. To be honest, too.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they do. I mean, obviously they don't even have it figured out yet because they got to prolong that release another couple weeks. So
I would rather see them just get the synergies together, just have all the different synergies come together before they start doing different updates with the meta. I think there's a lot more to do with synergies, because even if you're free to pay or play to play, you can hone in on a certain synergy. Like if you're going to do droids, if you're free to play, or if pay to play want to do Ewoks, different stuff, and you can focus on a core group of characters to level and gear, and then just then pick one or two different ones to level up over time. But you're always going to have that core group that you run with, even though you do have to change your team up every couple of weeks because people do learn how to beat you. I still feel like you do go back to a certain core of players in your arena every day. You're going to have one or two guys that you have on there all the time.
Yeah, you got to keep it fresh. I was talking about that yesterday, and it's really best case scenario you can go about a week with the same team, but typically it's going to be around 3 days. You need to mix it up. Just somebody. You just mix it up with one different person, because when you fight, typically you're fighting somebody for their spot, and then they fight you back to get the spot back, and then you fight them again. You fight them so many times, you just already know what the order of the AI is going to do. You know who to attack them with and all that stuff. So, just mix it up, or even move your people around a little bit. That'll change up the AI too. So change the order of how they're on your team, just like you do in Galactic Wars, which we've been talking about that. So you got to keep it fresh. If you can do it every 3 days, that's great. But if you got to wait a week, I wouldn't go any longer than that. But I'm gonna give it to you guys for just a few minutes. I got to go AFK for a minute, so I'll be back. But you guys take over and do your thing. You guys are doing great.
Yeah. So chat. If you guys in chat have questions, let's get them out. Let's throw some questions out there.
Let's hear those questions.
So, Dark, what team do you want running right now? Dark, what do you run right now currently?
Right now, I'm just basically running a really glass cannon team with the. I tell you actually, I don't know, because I always change it once so often, but I tell you, right now I'm running with Qui-Gon Jinn lead, with IG-86, Geonosian Soldier, Pogo, and a Royal Guard, and that's the team I'm running. And right now it's working with me because, um, yeah, I might be losing a couple spots, but at the end, it basically annihilates every team I face. So I always win first place with the team I have now. So it's like that's why I haven't bothered changing my team because right now it works right now, and I can basically annihilate every team I fought with, and especially with Leia teams and stuff like that. Like I had no problem anymore after I got Royal Guard. Like Royal Guard is a freaking beast. Like he's very very hard to handle. He would be a more hard handle if I put a healer in, but right now he's in there for my glass cannon to be protective of my glass cannon characters.
Yeah, definitely helps. We got a few things in chat. What are the other four Jedi you run with? I'm a Gundy. Personally, I would run, if you have them, Yoda. If not, definitely Luminara, Qui-Gon Jinn. Kit Fisto is nice if you have Kit Fisto. If you're free to play, Eth Koth is good for the stun, and he's easy to farm. So those are the ones I like the best. Barris, I've used her as an ally. I don't love her just because she doesn't do any damage really, and the healing distribution is just okay. Uh, Ahsoka, after the buffs, I like her a lot more than I used to. She's definitely better. She just takes a little while to get going. And Darkshire, I'll let you take the next one. How would you use Magna Trooper with the new update? What's your thoughts on him?
I like Ahsoka a lot. A lot. I don't have her, maxed out. She looks really promising. If I had my Jedi team, I'm basically have Qui-Gon Jinn lead, Ace Sakura, of course, Luminari, and what's the other character? Probably Kit Fisto. It depends what and Yoda. Those are my team would be for my Jedi team.
Yeah, it's a good point, Brandon. Barris does kill the healing immunity debuff, which is helpful against Sid and Kylo Ren. I haven't gotten Ayla to 7-star yet. I only have Ayla at 3 stars. That's why I didn't include her because I haven't had a chance to use her that much on a competitive level. But I've seen some videos. She seems pretty good. Let's see. Let's see what else we got going. Yeah, the medicines be Royal Guard and 4 cannons. I mean, that definitely could work. That definitely could work if you get to turn off with the droids and GS. The GS, I think, is going to be one of the most dominant going into 80. Which character do you think is going to take the biggest jump going from 70 to 80?
For me, I think right now, the character I think is really going to be really, really nasty. In my opinion, it's going to be really nasty. It would be Darth Maul and his little brother, Apprentice. I think those guys are going to be really nasty if you could build a team around with him, because right now, how certain characters are going to be buffed, like Ben's going to be a little bit buff, and certain other characters for the Jedi team. I can see definitely a lot of people who are going to go for the dark side with Darth Maul and Apprentice, and PvP with maybe Royal Guard and GS, and maybe add Dooku in there or somebody else, or maybe Odaka into that picture.
Okay, well, we have best team comp for dark side. Well, for me, personally, I do like Genosian Soldier. I like Royal Guard, of course. I am a fan of Phasma. I like the advantage. I actually like Kylo Ren. If you have him 7-star, he's pretty good. And I also do like Asajj with the offense up that she gets and the AoE that she does. It's pretty good if you have Asajj or Sidious for the AoE. Vader, I don't use being only 5-star for me. I don't really use Vader too much, but I do like the Royal Guard, GS, and Phasma for sure. And then if it's a tougher battle, if I'm doing the PvE, I might throw in Talia just for the heals to try to get the heals in. But Darkstrom, what about you for the dark side?
Me, I think the dark side is going to be very, very strong because they have a lot of good synergy right now, and I don't see that many good synergy on the uh, the light side. Right now, all I can see is the Night Sitters synergy is going to be really nice. The Droid team is going to be really nice. A little bit of the dark side with the Dark Maul and Apprentice synergy there too. Um, I think the dark side is going to be really, really strong in the next patch. And right
But
now,
what team comp do you like though for it?
I think my droid team's going to be the number one. I'm going to work on the most because they're the one that helped me in the beginning. I'm going to stick with them to the end. What about you?
Let's see. Well, I remember right now for the dark side. I don't know. I don't have too many dark side characters leveled out right now because I was really going for the Jedi and the Yoda event. Because
Okay.
now that I've got Yoda 7-star, I'm just starting to work on the dark side stuff right now, and I'm just working on Phasma really right now and Sidious because everybody has Sidious, and I wanted to get 7-star Sidious. Cause in this game, you never know. To me, who's going to be viable and who's not going to be viable based on you never know who's going to be buffed or nerfed. So we had one of those questions in the chat about who might be buffed or nerfed. I think the nerf is going to come to probably GS and Qui-Gon are going to get nerfed down a little bit. I'm hoping that players like Barris, Kit Fisto, even Mace, I think they need to fix a little bit as far as getting that buff. But what about you as far as the buff and the nerf? Who do you hope gets buffed and who do you think is going to be nerfed?
Well, I already know I really hate her so much in PvP, and I think she's gonna get nerfed. I flipping hate Ray. I hate Ray as a assassin. She does way too much damage on her second ability. It's basically she does too much damage, especially for assist character. If you add 3 assist characters, one of those 2 assist characters is gonna at least knock out at least 2 of your characters in 2 of those certain assists. I think she's gonna get her damage nerfed big time. She's way too strong. She's very fast, and that's another thing. Like I don't know how they're gonna balance her with the game with the level 80, but she's one of the characters that really needs to nerf. She's hard to get to shard up, but she's definitely one of the hardest characters to defeat if you don't have the team comp to counter her abilities. The only way you can stop her is to add Sid or Count Dooku to stun her right off the bat. Because if you don't do anything to react to her, she's gonna basically wipe out your whole team. Especially when I see Yoda's involved, giving the buffs with her. Yeah, you want to take out Yoda and Ray as soon as possible because those are really nasty comps
Yeah,
with both of them.
I don't have to worry about Ray because I have a Jedi team and I have Qui-Gon 7-star and Yoda 7-star, so I just take her out first turn usually, and I don't have to mess with her too much. So I haven't really felt the wrath of Ray. Glenn, my fifth was either Kylo Ren or Asajj. I like either one of those kind of equally for the fifth spot, depending on what you're running against. Asajj is a little slow, but she did get a buff recently, and she's a little better now if you give her another shot. 7-star up, you're up. I think she's worth it. But she can take the buffs from the other team. So now that Yoda's handing out buffs like they're candy, if you're going up against Yoda or they have the offense up from Qui-Gon that he can give out, Asajj can take the buffs down off of the other team, and I think that's really helpful. So I've been using her because of that.
So did you guys survive without me? I'm back, by the way.
Yeah, I think we held it down.
I was a little disappointed when I came back. When I came back, it wasn't "We want Skunk, we want Skunk" all over the chat. I was really surprised. I was a little disappointed, but sounds like you guys did a good job. Good. Yeah, I got like a freaking zoo over here at my house. I had to feed all my animals before they all got out of their cages and killed me. So
Is Royal Guard at 4-star good enough for Arena? I think so. I have him at 5-star right now, level 70. I don't have him geared out all the way yet. I'm working on it, but he helps me keep some of my Jedi's alive just long enough for me to get the foresight up with Yoda to get a free dodge for everybody. So he's helped me out quite a bit today.
Yeah, Royal Guard. I think. I hope they don't do anything to Royal Guard because I think he or she is really good where it is right now, and if you have the right team, you can basically eliminate her stuff. You can have Qui-Gon Jinn, Lavash, basically he's done, basically. And right now on one of my teams, I'm actually switching out to use Hans and on with the Royal Guard and have three of my glass cannons to prevent somebody with Qui-Gon Jinn or the Vosh team comp because right now that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to change my meta for PvP.
All right, so Skunk, while you're away, the people want to know who's your dark side team comp that you would run for dark side.
Dark side team comp. Well, the dark side team comp that I kind of have is Phasma, Sid, Kylo, First Order TIE Pilot, and who's the other one? Let me look. GS. And I could put in Royal Guard, and I'm working on Dooku. But my perfect dark side, if they could allow us to have Vader, I think it'd be really fun. Maul lead, Sid, Vader, Dooku, and Savage, all Sith, dude. I think it'd be pretty sick.
And especially if you could get, imagine if you could get the Shaman with the Vader and the Sidious with the offense down, the dots. Just get dots everywhere and just dominate.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're also supposedly working on, and that thing, you know, when they always put that thing on there, which they've been working on it for a while, is that dots can actually kill people. You know what I mean? Because if it's like an assist, you know, if you hit with Qui-Gon Jinn, he actually has a killing blow. The person still lives while whoever the assist is still attacks. So
yeah,
they don't technically die until they get that last hit. You know, just takes them down to like 1 HP or whatever.
Yeah, they really need to work on the damage over time ability because that definitely I see a lot in PvP where I basically win PvP because the dot didn't kill one of my characters and that helped me to win PvP. So I hope they change the damage over time and increase the damage too for overtime.
Let's see. So Skunk, how long did it take you to get FOTP? Like these 7-star, he's good to go.
He's 10 away, I think.
I've not had any luck with him at all. I have him at like 2-star.
Yeah, the only, just so you guys know, my current farm, well, not now because I just got Ray 7-star yesterday or 2 days ago or whatever, but I was only doing Ray in hard modes. That was it. Everybody else, I was getting out of Cantina or whatever. First Order TIE Pilot, if I had some extra energy, like, you know, like I woke up, or like right now, I guess, I could do it. I would just try to get a couple shards of him. So I went from like 83 to 90. But I mean, I'm not in any rush with him. You know, I got Leia, Ray, GS. I think they're all better than him.
Yeah, I think Leia, Ray, and GS are definitely the top 3 like damage tunes right now for sure.
Yeah, some characters I would like to try. That's why, you know, I mean, we were talking about that, you know, where you could go into arena a couple times a day where you could have maxed out characters with all the abilities. I just like to test out Alia. Alia, I said. Alia, you hear me? Grammar Nazi out there. And Ahsoka. I'd like to try those two. And, of course, I'm a Gundy. My Gundy's... here's a funny thing. Fun, quick fact. When I started playing, I got I'm a Gundy early. And I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. You know, he's got this counter thing, this Jedi strategies. And I didn't really understand about the ability mats and powers and stuff when I first started, obviously. So I really didn't understand gear. I did a little bit, but you know how it is when you're new. And I was like, oh, he's pretty cool. I'm going to use him. And I used him. He was like, I was trying to build an all-Jedi team, and he was like my leader. So I was using him right from the get-go of me playing the game. And then all of a sudden, and I had Qui-Gon Jinn on his team. But then I kept hearing about Qui-Gon Jinn lead, the speed thing. You know, I started playing right when that update came out. So obviously I switched over to Qui-Gon. But yeah, I'm a Gundy, man. He's cool, dude. He's just a cool character when you can get an AoE or something and all 5 of your teammates go attack that. I mean, so think about it. Like Kylo's weak AoE Kind of those little piddly AoE that he does. You know what I'm talking about? Kylo
Yeah,
throws
it's
out,
good if he's low on health, but otherwise it's a little weak.
yeah. So he throws out his little AoE, like at the beginning of a match, and like all 5 of your Jedi go and kill him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he does like what, like 2% damage to your team, and they just one shot him. Well, 5 shot him, I guess. Yeah. That's funny.
I ran off. I borrowed Amagundi as a ally, and I pulled that off one time. It was pretty gnarly. He dropped one shot.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna work on him a little bit. I mean, obviously he's a slower front. He's gonna be like a Ray. I'm not gonna invest in him like I did in Ray. I'm not that big of a rush. You know what I mean? But I am gonna do his nodes every day. Just one. One normal, whatever you call it. Just one. Three battles on each of the 2 nodes I have open for him every day, and we'll see. We'll let him build up over time.
So you don't ever do the refresh on the
On Ray I do. Or
Ray.
I did. At the end
that's
there.
what I got to do too.
Yeah, but I've never really had before, and I mean, unless I was like one shard away, you know what I mean, to getting them. But yeah, no, I don't really do that. I don't recommend doing it. I mean, keep in mind, man, we don't have to rush through the damn game either. We don't have to be so fast to get that character and get them all leveled up, because you're just gonna do it again with somebody else. As soon as you get that team, as soon as I built my team, this is the team I talked about for how long? I talked about this team for like a week and a half. Qui-Gon Jinn, Geonosian Soldier, Princess Leia, Hoth Rebel Scout, and Rey. And my Rey was only like 6-star or 5 stars or something like that. My Geo, I never even farmed Geo, dude. I never even worked on Geo. I thought it was, when I first started playing, I didn't think that character would be good. And I had Leia and I had Qui-Gon already, but I had to get Hoth Rebel Scout. I basically had to build that team up from 0 almost. Hoth Rebel Scout, Geo, and then Rey was already 5, but that's almost like being GS at 0, And build them up. And then finally I got them, and then as soon as I did them, as soon as I ran them for a couple of days, I'm like, they're too soft, man. Hoth Rebel Scout, I had to take him out and put in Royal Guard. So, then you just get now Dooku. So now I'm going to work on Dooku. That's my next
At least
one.
GS is easy to gear though. He was not bad to gear at all.
GS is the same as Qui-Gon, 150 purples, which isn't bad.
It's very easy to gear those guys up. Yeah.
How does the fact that the level update is coming next week, how does it affect you saying you were going to hold all your mats and stock up all your droids and your money? Are you still going to do that for a couple of days, or are you just going to
now I might as well, because there's really no reason. Like, I didn't even do a Cantina refresh yesterday. I looked at it today. Well, I think I can still look at it, right? Let me look.
Yeah, you should still look at it.
Look at it. You know what I'm saying? That would normally be like at 900. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing any like refreshes, anything like that. Like I spent some of my purple, whatever, because you guys wanted me to open that pack. So I was like, what, 750 or something?
For the Rhodium.
Yeah. So I haven't really done anything with, and I think I did do a arena refresh maybe it wasn't this account, I don't know, but yeah, I'm really trying to hold off. Now I did have to 7-star Rey, so that's 1 million gold, and I am doing some of my energy on Dooku's gear, because I'm not gonna star him, or I got a ways to go to star him, but I'm not gonna train him up to 70 yet. But I'm going to see how far I can get his gear up first, and then maybe that'll entice me, to bring him up. But that might change too. The new thing's coming out, so Dooku might not even be the thing, next week.
That's all I've seen all week is Dooku and Sid. The whole Galactic Wars, like 7 battles where Dooku and Sid was annoying.
Yep.
They'll have good synergies, but they'll always have good synergies. I don't care what the update is or whatever. They'll always have that, because built-in evasion from Sid already against Jedi, and then I think he already has some natural little bit of evasion like Luminar already built into him. We can't see it, but it's there. And then add on Dooku's, man, it's gonna be sick. I'm telling you guys, another one to look out for if you like Jedi, and I know a lot of you guys have been talking about Old Ben, but maybe you don't want to run Amagundi in a full Jedi team, because really with Amagundi you really need to run a full Jedi team. You need to run all 5 Jedi to make that really make sense. So you can go Obi-Wan though, dude. Obi-Wan is going to be good. It's going to be real good at 80, I think, because his leadership ability, keep in mind, is all allies. Right. So I never really trained it up because I would never thought of putting him in his lead. but I think you can get up to, is it 20 or 15% evasion? It's 15% or 20 evasion and 30% turn meter whenever you evade. So that's for all allies. So unlike Maul, who has another really good one, Maul is only for Sith. So you don't really have a 5th slot for Sith unless you want to try to risk it with Evader, which I don't recommend.
Nope.
And the thing about old Ben too is if you're running Jedi's, even you have to kind of leave him till last, and he's pretty tanky. So he doesn't do a lot of damage, but if you can do the ability block, that can be key. Because Luminara can do the ability block on the next turn on somebody too. So if you get lucky, you can take down somebody's ability for the first 2 turns.
Yep. Especially for a healer too.
Yeah, let me answer this for Glenn. I didn't see that. He did ask me quick. So someone said earlier the best team for Galactic Wars is Rebels. I don't think so. I don't think. I don't know what your reason. You guys said that, or somebody in the channel said that, or somebody in the chat said that.
I didn't say it. I like Jedi. That's all I use for Galactic Wars. That's all I have. So I don't know about Rebels as far as that goes.
I can comment on that one. Rebels, yes, they can be really good in Galactic War, as long as you really have the right people to do it, like Han, Akbar, Rebels Scout, the one you mentioned, Lord.
Yep.
Have those 3 and run JC and Luminari. Basically, you're set. Basically, because turn meter from 2 characters is just gonna keep pumping out the turn meter for Luminari and JC for the healing. So yeah, those are really good characters for Galactic War. Easily, I don't see it really viable for PvP because you got people gonna run Qui-Gon Jinn to remove the bust from Han Solo. So yeah,
and Han's really low health too. Han's really soft.
Yeah.
And Hoth Rebel Scout's really Hoth Rebel Scout's really. I mean, he can pump out damage, but he's really he's really soft too. So yeah, if you're gonna run Hoth Rebel Scout, some people got turned on to him. We've been talking about him and they like him. You really should run him with probably Royal Guard at least. At least Royal Guard. Put Royal Guard in there with Hoth Rebel Scout to really make it work. But if you do, if a lot of people like my team, but they're like, well, I don't have Leia, I'm never going to have Leia, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. We'll take out Leia and put in Hoth Rebel Scout. You can run my same team. You can run Qui-Gon Jinn, Geo, Rey, Hoth Rebel Scout, and Royal Guard. So you don't have to have Leia. You could put Hoth Rebel Scout in, or, you could put in 86 if you had to, or you can always mix it up. It doesn't have to be the exact same team, So I got a question for you guys and for the chat. Okay, I want to see your guys' opinion on this because now I'm kind of at a crossroads. Now that I know that the update's coming, should I continue focusing on Dooku, or again for like the 3rd time or 4th time in my Galaxy of Heroes career, put him on the back burner? And should I focus on Yoda, who I obviously spent 8 million battles to get, and should I actually focus on doing him instead?
Yoda is dirty. You want to get Yoda? He's dirty.
Yeah, I agree with Joe. Definitely go for Yoda. Reason why I'm gonna say this, I think because the speed, everything's changing, and the damage. I think Count Dooku's not gonna do as much damage because 1, he does a lot of damage, especially on his counter abilities, and his speed's gonna reduce his damage. So, right there, that's why I'm not farming him right now. I would have farmed him about like last month, but I was concentrating on my droid team last month, so it's like I don't think he's gonna be the new meta that into 80 because his damage is gonna be a little bit nerfed for the first turn.
I think that you might be able to get Dooku then Yoda. I don't think the Yoda event's gonna come out for another 3 weeks, so you might have time to pull off both.
My Yoda's I can 7-star my Yoda.
I mean, but with the purple match, you're not really gonna be able to max him out for a while, though, right? Because he has a lot of abilities that you have to.
Oh, you mean for like the abilities and attributes or attacks and attributes, like a Atreyu, Master Stroke, and all that.
Atreyu, yeah, because the best thing about him is getting the foresight, of course, which is a guaranteed dodge if you can share it, but also he has that AoE that'll steal the buffs
Yeah.
from the other team that you can then spread out. So if you can pull that off, I mean, it can really swing a battle for you really quick. But
Yeah, I think with Ray too. With Ray.
and also like Yoda's gonna get so much faster in the up like when they do the level cap. That's the only reason why I really put him where Dooku only has the stun, and that's pretty much it. Yoda just to me does a lot more, so I lean that way. But also I'm a little bit biased because I have all other Jedi. So um,
Yeah, Yoda has a lot of utilities. That's what I find. So I would probably go with Yoda over Dooku.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna leave. I mean, you can see. I mean, I got my Yoda. He's gear 7 at least. You know, a little bit, halfway to gear 8, and I think you can take him to gear 9, right?
Yeah,
Yoda.
he can go up to gear 9. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. So I think I'll just leave him. I don't think I'm gonna do anything because if we only got really a few more days, technically what? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday evening. Keep that in mind, guys. Be careful. Okay, Liz, I'm gonna give you a public service announcement from your friendly neighborhood Lord Skunk. Do not complete your dailies on Tuesday. So for you guys, for a lot of you guys, Monday at midnight or whatever, do not complete your dailies for that day until after the update hits. And I'm telling you, the update's not going to hit till like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., okay? Eastern time for a lot of people. So don't do you're going to be mad when that update hits at 7 p.m. and you already did all your dailies, you did all your stuff, and now all the XP was wasted. You can't put it towards your 80 stuff. So just be careful with that. Make sure that you're not doing it. Now, another thing that I would do starting Monday is I would start banking your energy. Okay? Start banking your energy.
I was going to say that.
Yep, bank that energy. You can bank it up to 1999. So buy all the energy refreshes you can on Monday. Don't use them. Okay, don't use your energy refreshes, but buy all the energy refreshes you possibly can on Monday before reset or whatever. And then when reset hits, don't buy any more because you can only get to $19.99, $1,999 or something, right? Something like that. Yep. So get all your refreshes up to 900. Stop there on Monday. Wait. Tuesday comes. Don't do anything until after the update hits. Once the update hits, burn through your energy, and then buy your refreshes again. That's going to put you leaps and bounds ahead of your competition. And to be honest with you, refreshing up to 900 every day from 60 to 70, I mean, it was a breeze, man. And you know what? Refreshing as minimally as I do on my Droid account because the only purples I get are from Arena or whatever, doing dailies. So I barely do that, and I'm 62 already. And you can see what the other people are on this server. That's why I have this account to show us the different examples. And, the top guy, 65, 63, 64, 64, all pay to play. And I'm not that far behind him. I'm 62, So in the big scheme of things, it's not really that big a deal. So, Oh, go ahead.
And another thing I want to add, sorry for cutting you off, make sure to get ready for the update to complete your Dark Side 7 quests or campaign and the light side, so you can get ready to get those new mats that's coming out in the next patch.
You won't get them, so it won't matter. Remember, that's not where they're going to drop. They're going to drop only from your dailies that you can do, by completing your dailies. Remember the new ability mats?
Yeah.
Yes, but if you notice, I think in one of the 7s they have 2 purples. So if you
you mean gear? Do you mean gear? What do you mean?
The gear.
Yeah,
the
gear.
purples.
Yeah,
purple gear.
I thought you meant
Because
purple
now,
ability mats. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, purple gear. The mat is going to go double twice now because the next level. I know one of the levels in one of the things you can get 2 purples, and I think it's on the hard side. I think they're going to start adding 2 mats on the next tier, so it gives people more chance to farm the gear for those 50 slots to combine with the ratio, the percentage of these stupid purple 50s, because that's the drop rate for those are ridiculous.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
Right now,
That's the other
right
thing.
now.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They need to increase the drop rate a little bit on gear, and even this, like, okay, green gear and white gear, that should be like almost an instant drop, dude. I mean, really, why do I got to do a battle 3-4 times to get that one little piece of garbage gear? That's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, and it's always good to be prepared. What they're gonna add for the new character for the cantinas. Definitely for the cantinas.
Yeah,
You
I
wanna
hope they
be
put
prepared.
Imagundi in the higher level cantina. That would be really cool. I hope they do, and they should, because he only has 2 hard notes. I would agree in them not putting Ray in. I could see them not putting Ray, and I would be fine with that. She's kind of like one of those, hard characters. But
I think that if they did bring Ray, one of the the 2 factor in one of the shipments or in one of the cantinas, I don't mind them doing that, as long as they nerf her friggin' abilities, because she's really way too powerful right now as the meta she is now. Even in the 80s, she's still gonna do a lot of damage, but her her damage, her second ability needs to be changed. Like, it needs to be a little bit nerfed down.
well, I think it will a little bit if the speed thing is true. If what they're saying about the speed thing is true, it will automatically nerf her a little bit. You know what I mean? And keep in mind, okay, the way we're basing Ray off of too, we're basing Ray off a lot of, somebody pay-to-play players getting Ray shards, because she's a rare drop in Chromium packs too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
She's not common even in Chromium. So you're gonna get you had these 5 and 6-star Rays that were in there. Even if you had 70s, she's crushing everybody. But they're not fully geared. They're not fully leveled. Now that people are starting to get fully geared and fully leveled on my server, my Ray doesn't one-shot them all the time anymore. You know what I mean? They're starting to get their gear caught up. They're starting to, get stuff. So she can do some pretty good damage on these people. Like, if your gear, the difference between gear 7 and gear 8, if Ray's fighting you, is a big difference. Like there's a guy on my server that runs 5s, and I always said this in one of my live streams. She could almost one-shot 5. She could take 5s down about 10%, and he's a tank, But now that the guy's starting to gear him up, he got it from gear 7 to gear 8. Now it's like maybe half-life. You know what I'm saying? So there is a big difference. The reason I think you saw Ray so powerful is because people were, under geared and stuff like that. But now she's kind of catching up. People are catching up to that. It's not as big of a gap as what we saw, a month ago or whatever.
Well, what's really makes her really powerful is because the assist ability with any character, she's very powerful. She always killed 1 or 2 of my guys on assist attack.
Yeah, on assist. Yeah.
And after I put Royal Guard in, she's easy to kill.
Yeah, but keep in mind this: you put, if Qui-Gon Jinn calls an assist and he calls, Geo. I mean, Qui-Gon Jinn and Geo can kill somebody. Qui-Gon Jinn and Leia can kill somebody. It just looks like a big deal. Because when Ray does it, and she buffs herself, so then she can turn around and hit another play. Now she can, using her second special, where she can hit you 4 times with buffs. That's pretty dangerous. So you can one shot Luminara with that sometimes. You can definitely one shot the glass cannons easy all day long, no problem. But there's other characters that could do that too.
Yeah, I don't ever Ray. I just kill her first time through with Yoda and Qui-Gon. She dies all the time.
Yeah, you got to be. Yeah, she's like kind of like a Yoda, where she gets that foresight up, and a lot of people are noob. They don't know. They make the mistake. They use Qui-Gon Jinn assist or Geo assist on her with the foresight up. They do it to Yoda all the time too, and that was just a wasted attack because that did nothing. That all it did was remove her buff.
When I see Ray, I just target Ray because I usually go first with the team I have.
Yeah.
With Qui-Gon and Yoda, I usually go first. I just target her and get rid of her. She'll let somebody else slide by, like a Doc or a Count Dooku. I won't be able to target them or GS or 88 or 86 because I have to get rid of Ray first. So she does affect that. But with Jedi's, you could just take her out.
Yeah, like if you leave her alone, she's very deadly. Like, same thing as with Daka. You leave them alone, they're gonna be deadly. So.
Yeah, so I did some research on Magna Guard because I did open him up to 3-star on that on my Droid account because of that droid event, and I thought, well, hey, you never know. And I did research on him. That dude is like absolute garbage, man. Like I was reading all these people that did reviews on him, and they leveled him all the way up to 7-star. They fully geared him. They put all the ability mats at him, and they're like, oh, my biggest mistake ever of this game was doing that. Like what a waste,
Actually,
it's so funny.
I think him level 70 is garbage, but when it reaches to level 80, I think he's gonna shine because the speed changes.
Well, I agree. It could because of his low speed. But the other thing about him is though, a lot of his abilities don't even like work as they make it sound. You know how they're like real vague about stuff. Sometimes in their tooltips or in their posts, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and he does like no damage. So can he get turn meter? What is it? Turn meter he gets or whatever. I think of his Jedi, they evade, or I can't remember. But he does get some turn meter gain and stuff like that. But who cares if you're getting turn meter if you're hitting for 1,000 damage? You know what I mean? It doesn't.
Well,
it's not really effective.
Well, he does get a counter ability level 80.
Yeah, well, he has a counter ability right now. I don't know if they buffed it maybe for 80, but his counter ability, people say, they were doing the numbers on him. They're like, it's nowhere near, what other, I think it's 25% now at 70 is what it is. I'm pretty sure it's 20. I can't remember now off the top of my head.
No, it's, right now his levels is 45. If it's level 80 is 55 counter chance added.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But people are saying there's no way. They're saying there's people with like 25% counter chance that are doing it way more than he's doing it with his whatever his counter chance is what they're saying. Yeah. I mean, these are people that like invested in the guy and really believed that, he would be a good fit for their team. But they were like really disappointed. So, yeah, if you're thinking about Magna Guard, I would not invest anything in him.
I probably will invest him to see how he works with the level 80s, but right now he's 2-star right now with 480 shards on him, so
yeah.
I haven't
so you can definitely 7-star him, yeah. And you can't get him out of Cantina, so that's always good when you get a character out of there because that makes it a lot easier, to farm
exactly.
him.
So Glenn in chat wants to know what arena comp you like running right now.
What arena comp am I running right now? Right now I'm running Qui-Gon Jinn, Leia, Rey, Geonosian Soldier, and Royal Guard. So I think the only other real option for me to change it up if I was going to try to change it up before the level 80 or change it up, as we progress to 80, would be to put in Yoda. But I really don't think, I'd have to remove, Rey, GS, or Leia. And I don't know if Yoda's going to add that much. For me to invest in him and take credits away and all that stuff, I don't think it's going to be worth it. So I think I'm just going to roll with what I got since the update's coming so quick. But I love Royal Guard, man. If you even lower star, like you said, lower star Royal Guards, you could throw them in. Like on my droid account, he's star 3. And you just need that extra breathing room with the dude, So Royal Guard for sure. If you guys were thinking about that, definitely take him over Poe. And then, do I think they'll ever add Maul to Cantina? I think they will. I think it's time for a non-Jedi, to kind of make that move, or a non-light. I guess maybe we could just say non-light side because they've already moved Lando. They've already moved. Who was it? Who was the other one? Qui-Gon, right?
They moved Lando and Qui-Gon into where you can buy the shipments.
Yep. Well, Lando's got a Cantina.
Old Ben, Chirpa,
Old Ben. Yeah, Old Ben. Yep. Old Ben was another one. So yeah, I think it's definitely time for Maul, and I think they, need to make sure he gets a lot of love in the level 80 because Maul should get. I mean, first off, he's pay to play only. Period, hands down. I mean, I got Maul enough to well beyond 7-star Maul, but I haven't done it because he's not that as viable right now unless you build the right comp around him. So yeah, I hope they give him a little bit of love in there, in the next update. So we'll see.
For me, I'm running just Jedi, guys. That's all, and it's because right now it's all I have. But I have Qui-Gon Jinn and Yoda with Lumi, and I have JC for the extra heals, and then I put Royal Guard in today. And his stun and his taunt help out tremendously because I can get a foresight in, and I can usually get buffs in across the team, and it's pretty helpful. What about you, Dark? What are you running in the arena?
Right now, I haven't changed anything for the last couple months. They're still running the same team. Um, Let me just pull them out again, because usually I do forget who I have in
He's
my
been doing it
VP.
for
And
he's been doing it for a couple months and he can't even remember who it is.
It's only
hey,
5 guys, dude.
These
It's
dang
okay.
Canadians.
yeah,
These dang
hey,
Canadians.
hey. Sometimes my memory is a little short. So yeah, usually I use Qui-Gon Jinn as a lead. I got Royal Guard. I got Poe. He's definitely a big hitter in my team because offense up for 3 turns, great ability. And I have Generation Soldier and IG-86. And that's the team I've been running for the last couple months because nobody can't stop me in the #1 spot. So, till they figure it out how to beat me is good.
Nice. Good.
Yeah. Well, there is weakness to this,
I,
but
I'd like to be able to take out Jedi Counselor and put in GS. Is what I'm working on right now. Is just to get more damage. It's more for when I'm offline as opposed to when I'm on. I do pretty good in the arena when I'm playing. It just, like I said, I get knocked down when I'm not playing. So
Don't hate on Canadians.
don't hate on the Canadian, says John. Okay, John. Noted.
hey, it's a lot of things Canadians really invented: hockey, basketball, lacrosse, and
Okay.
curling.
Well, we'll see if you guys are true Canadians. Who is the greatest Canadian of all time?
I'm not a Canadian, but I have my favorite Canadian, so it's okay.
It's a
Well,
very
my
easy one.
favorite.
Let me put it this way. He is still living.
My favorite Canadian is Jim Carrey.
Uh, Probably a lot of people can say this, but I think, like for me, because I'm a DJ. Right now, the famous Canadian person in Canada would be Justin Bieber because his album, this his first album, was really good, and I respect him what he did right now for himself to clean himself up and stuff like that as a Canadian. Especially giving other people a chance to work with his music, with Skrillex, with Deep Hill.
Carly Rae
Um,
Jepsen.
Call me,
he,
maybe.
yeah, there is a lot of Canadians, successful Canadians in thing like Gretzky, Wayne Gretzky. He's basically really good, famous. Um, Another thing that's really hit for Canadians, for all of us, would be the Rob Ford that just passed away from cancer. It's pretty disappointing for us Ontario, that he passed away. Yes, he did a lot of stupid moves, but everybody's human. Everybody makes mistakes in life, and we make the we we make the choices in life. So
Okay, fair. So you guys had some good choices. You had some questionable choices, but all of you were wrong. Okay, so the greatest Canadian of all time, who is still living, and it is a male, his name is George St. Pierre. That is the
The
greatest
GSP.
Canadian
yep.
of all time. Because take every single one of those people you said, put them in a room, and George St. Pierre will be the only one that walks out.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Hey, okay. I have a question. If you were stuck on an island,
Jennifer
and
Lopez.
okay, okay, you know the question. What about you?
You got to finish the question, buddy. I'm not falling in that
Okay,
trap. What's the question?
okay. If you were stuck on an island, and if you had one person to be with, who would you have that person to be with on island with you?
They alive or dead?
It could be both.
Marilyn Monroe.
Okay. Me, if I was stuck on an island, actually I have two options. If I was stuck on an island, I'd pick two people. One, a an engineering that can make a boat to get me off the island, or a president, because everybody gonna have to find a president and get you out of there. So that's who the two would I pick. I'd probably pick,
So
probably.
basically, you have your own private tropical island, and all you're concerned with is leaving it.
Yep. Yep.
People
I
pay. There's billionaires that pay billions of dollars to buy their own private island, and your very first thought once you get your own private island for free is to try to leave it.
Damn straight. I don't want to be. I don't want to be stuck there alone.
You're not. You get to take somebody with you, and you picked a freaking president and some nerd engineer from MIT. Okay, pick Jennifer Lopez, and I promise you, bro, you will not want to leave that island. Or Bieber, whatever your pleasure is. You will not want to leave that island. I guarantee you. You will be like, I'm in.
Okay, maybe.
I see what he was trying to do there. He was trying to act like he was going to outsmart us, is what he was trying to do. And in reality, he outsmarted himself.
Yeah. Well, actually, if I was stuck on an island, I'd probably have Selena Gomez on the island.
Honestly, though, if it was only one person. Now, when I say that, if you ask that question again, I would preface it with this: it cannot be a family member. You know what I mean? Because obviously, I would choose my daughter. You know what I mean? If I'm going to be somewhere stuck, I would want my daughter to be with me. You know, because I couldn't imagine. You know, I would go crazy thinking about her in the world without me. You know what I'm saying? So, preface that without. You know, it can't be a family member. It has to be, somebody other than a family member. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would take Jennifer Lopez, though. She's a little divish, man. She'd have me like fanning her and stuff all day, trying to feed her. I'd probably take somebody that's a little bit more, little less dominant, maybe. Our personalities might conflict.
Okay.
Yoda mentioned in the chat that they're having trouble figuring out fortitude because they're going to tie it to stars. Now it might be gears. What do you think they're going to do with the fortitude thing?
So fortitude is going to be like, here's what I think, because I'm basing it on other games. Okay, all the other games have already done this. Okay, this is nothing that they're doing is new. These are all progressions that every game went into. We can go back to one of the biggest of all time, obviously World of Warcraft. I mean, if you're a rogue and you have 2 daggers and you're a warrior and you have a big sword, obviously if you're a rogue, you're going to hit faster, but you're not going to hit as hard. If you're a big warrior, you hit with that big sword, you're going to do a chunk of damage, right? Makes sense. It's real life. Real life that would happen too, right? So I think with fortitude, what it's going to be, it's going to be kind of like an internal. You're not going to see it. It's going to be like Ahsoka's buff. It's not going to be something that like Qui-Gon Jinn could take away or anything. It's going to be an internal thing that basically is like an internal shield. It'll either be triggered or you'll start to match with it. Based on what I've read, it sounds like it's something that's going to trigger into the match. So maybe if you take a big hit. Kind of like Royal Guard automatically taunts when he takes a big hit. It's gonna trigger fortitude because they say characters are gonna be able to add it, remove it, and manipulate it. That's one of the things that they put in their notes, if I remember correctly. It's been about a week or so since we last looked at them, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's gonna be something internal. I don't think it's gonna have anything to really do with gear. Maybe now gear could augment it. Maybe gear could increase fortitude by a certain percentage or something like that. But I don't think it's gonna be a buff that. Like a buff that you can proc or something like that. It's going to be something internal like Ahsoka. Like Ahsoka, you can't see her butt, which it's kind of annoying with Ahsoka because how do you know if she has that or not? You have to always watch to see if she crits. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
It makes sense if they tied it to gear level instead of stars though too, because
I don't know if it's even going to be based off that. You know what I mean? I think it's just an internal mechanic that maybe a character can have, plus 50 to fortitude, or I don't know what their number is going to be to measure it. You know what I mean? But there's going to be a character that can, add fortitude to his team, or a character that, takes fortitude away from the enemy team. Something, it's going to be like turn meter kind of. It's just adding more stuff, and then that's going to get confusing. They're going to add this. Every game does it. They're going to add a whole bunch of crap and make it super confusing for everybody. Everybody's going to go, what the hell is going on? The developer's not going to know what the hell is going on. Then they're going to go, okay, when this update, we're going to simplify everything, and we're going to go back to the way it was in the beginning, but we're going to make it this way. You know what I mean? They always do that, man. They don't know if you could just, I don't know why they have to be so arrogant and they can't just look at what's been successful. And that's another thing, man. I hate saying Blizzard because but I respect them so much. They can take any game, anybody else's game, and they're going to make it better. I'm not even a first-person shooter player. I'm not into that type of game. But because Overwatch came out and it's made by Blizzard, I'm going to buy the game because I know Blizzard's going to do a fantastic job with it. And they're gonna take everything good from every other developer that's ever made a first-person shooter, all the way back from Doom and Wolfenstein, which people probably don't even know about, half the people on this channel, all the way up to what they're doing right now with Division and Destiny and all the other games. And they're gonna make it even better because they're gonna merge them all. They're not gonna be arrogant about it. They're gonna be smart and they're gonna put them all together and make it work. The thing I love about Blizzard, dude, they don't reinvent the wheel. They don't reinvent the wheel. They keep it real simple. They take all the good stuff from every other game and they put it together in one and they make it work. So you can call me a Blizzard fanboy if you want, but that's a company that I truly respect because they stand behind their product. They deliver excellent products. Every product they deliver is excellent. And I don't like all their products. I'm not a fan of all their genre of games, like the Hearthstone card game or whatever. That's not really my forte. But you know what I mean? I appreciate what they do and I appreciate what they bring to the table and what they do for their fans. You know, and their fan base or whatever, their customers. So. Yeah, like Yo-Yo Yoda said, a character with higher gears will have a higher percentage. Obviously, Yo-Yo Yoda played Injustice Mobile, if he's saying gears. But that's cool. It's always good to see another Injustice Mobile player.
Yeah, I love that game. Good game.
Yeah, I like Blizzard's games. Overwatch, I played in the beta for a couple times. Love the game, like the mechanics. Hearthstone is like a speed up Magic the Gathering, basically.
I'm gonna, and I don't mean to cut you off. But I'm just gonna say this because I know where you're gonna go next. If I didn't start streaming with this game, I would already be done with this game, and I go right back to Heroes of the Storm because it's 5v5 arena. It's 5 actual players versus 5 actual players, and you build synergies, you build comps. I don't even care about Hero League. I just like going in with Nova and just sniping everybody. So you know, I mean that game. If I didn't do the live stream and build this or help build this community, and be a part of this community, and do the stuff that we're doing, I would definitely go right back to that game and play it because it's easy. You just log in, you do your thing, you get in your teams, you wreck people. And then you move on. You know what I'm saying? So this game, think about it, guys. We just did a live stream, and we're on, 3 hours now? And we haven't even really played the game, dude. We haven't even, I'm doing some auto battles, like burning up energy, but we haven't even played the game. Okay? So that's the uniqueness about this game. That's why we love it so much. We love the different synergies and the different possibilities and all the fun stuff. It's a very unique game. But if you're talking about instant play, instant gratification, don't have to have any type of community or anything like that, you can just jump in and wreck somebody's face. Yeah, that's a great game. But absolutely, man. Scott Shaw said, on the definition of fortitude in the announcement, it seems like it might function like initial armor. Okay, but think about what you just said. On the definition of fortitude in the announcement, it seems like. So they don't even know, dude. That's why they're testing it for 2 more weeks. And we're not going to have a meta for 3. Or 4 maybe. You know what I mean? Would you guys play a Star Wars MOBA? Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I got every single character in Heroes of the Storm. I got every single skin almost. I mean, yeah, dude, I'm all about it, man. I love a Star Wars one. I love MOBAs too, man. I mean, I love how Heroes of the Storm did it. I never played like League of Legends really or anything like that. That's not my thing. That community. What got me on Heroes of the Storm was I'm a fan of Blizzard and Warcraft, the lore, the Diablo and stuff like that. I like those characters. So just imagine Star Wars with these iconic characters. Absolutely, man.
My favorite game I stopped playing it for a while, is Diablo 3, and currently Hidden Doors. They might be working on another Diablo game. And what's the other one? Passive Exile. Those 2 games are my favorite.
Yeah, I talked about this in the live stream. Somebody asked me. Yeah, I actually what started my online gaming was Diablo, the original Diablo, before you were born.
I'm not that old, but
you're not that young either.
I was around kicking on dial-up. It's okay.
Hey,
yeah, I'm still around.
The other thing too is Battlefront. I don't know how many of you guys play that, but I almost got that game at Christmas. I thought about it, but I'll tell you another one. I'm gonna start streaming, and every single one of you, I might make a sub channel. And every single one of you better like it and watch all my videos. Well, of course you will, because I'll be on there talking. But I'm gonna do the Disney Infinity ones, man, because that stuff is crazy. On PS4, the Disney Infinity Battles thing, man. You could play all the Marvel, all the Star Wars. I mean, like my daughter likes the Disney ones too. You know, you can play like the Disney themed ones too, the actual Disney brand. But yeah, man, that one's pretty fun for a kids game or whatever. For what's like geared towards kids, that's a pretty fun game, man.
What's up, Ryan? Ryan said hello. Hello, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan, what's
Some
up?
more questions in the chat, guys. Some more questions.
Yeah, come on. Someone loves. Hey, I love me some meat. I love me some meat. Come on, guys. I need questions right now. I need a question right now, or the live stream is over. We're done. We're done.
So I have a question for you.
See, I knew you guys could not possibly resist any live stream. So go ahead.
What team you're gonna be progressing when you reach level 80 and why?
Well, we already know what the answer is on my Droid account, so we just got to go to my main account. I'm gonna stick with Qui-Gon. He's pretty much been there with me since the beginning, just to level up through it. I think old Ben is going to be able to bring. Qui-Gon's going to be good, dude. I don't care what anybody says because Qui-Gon doesn't have to be lead, so he still can have that lower speed without being lead. He's always going to be a great assist character, and he can remove taunt and other buffs and buff your team while he does it. So I think Qui-Gon's still going to be good. I think any assist character will still be viable. Leia, now I was really concerned about Leia, man. I'm like, man, I think she's gonna. I've been telling you guys, I think she's gonna drop a tier. She's top tier right now. She's absolute, all the way up to whatever. I think people call it S tier. It was like A, B, C tier, and then it was like S tier. That's like the ultimate elite. She's up there. I thought maybe she would come down a tier or two, but now at 80 though, I did see she's going to gain 10% turn meter for every one of those attacks. And if you guys watch my live streams, you know she does 3 attacks, quite often. So that's 30% turn meter to an already pretty quick character, and she can stealth if you want her to. So she, unless it's AOE, you can't damage her. So yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know, to be honest with you, but I think Qui-Gon for sure is going to be with me. I would say I'm a Gundy for sure, but he's just not started up enough yet. Oh, man. Old Ben, though. Old Ben, I think, is going to go with me because I like what he brings to the table with his leadership. Who knows? Maybe I'll just go all Jedi again, like I did when I started the game, and I'll just progress to 80 with all Jedi because, you can do it. It'll be different because you'll have a different leader and stuff, little bit different tactic. But I think I could do it with Old Ben. I think I could do it with Kit. I think I could do it with Qui-Gon. I think healers are going to come back. I really honestly think guys are going to go to a format of tank, DPS, utility, or DPS, and then healer. I think is what they're trying to go for. Okay, because what's the point of having tanks and healers if everybody's just trying to go damage, right? It doesn't make any sense. So it negates the class. They don't like to have wasted classes in games. That really makes developers mad. So tank, Old Ben, healer, Lumi, DPS, Qui-Gon. And utility in Qui-Gon too, because he can remove buffs and taunt. And then maybe throw in GS, keep GS in there, and I guess maybe Rey. Maybe just keep it like that, man. Just keep it simple. And they're not getting speed boost because Qui-Gon Jinn's not lead, but they're getting hella evasion and hella turn meter from Old Ben. So I think that's the way to go, man. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Jax, I didn't see your question. If you posted it, I didn't see it earlier. If you posted, I'll answer it, no problem. And yes, guys, I'll post my ally code again for you in a second.
And then John, yeah, I like that team. GS, well, Poggle lead, I'm assuming. Last night, Sid, GS, Poggle, HRS, Royal Guard for turn meter. Sid, GS, Poggle, HRS, and Royal Guard for turn meter. That could work, but could you put in, because you got a pretty tanky team except for Hoth Rebel Scout. Well, maybe
Jax
just.
wants to know if Plo Koon is going to work with the clones. I think he will eventually, yeah. But he needs a buff, in my opinion, to be viable.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben brought up a great point too in the other live stream. Old Ben with the Tuscans and Vader could work. Um, well, he's like the only person in the world that has a 7-star Vader. So Donald Trump, haha, from the troll guy. That's funny. Yeah, I played that troll segment on my live stream for my mom. She thought that was kind of funny. Your opinion to Admiral Akbar? Don't. If you have I'm a Gundy, I would work on I'm a Gundy for sure. Absolutely 100%. I'm a Gundy. I'm a Gundy. I'm a Gundy. I'm a Gundy fan. Who's
If you got
RP?
Gundy, do it.
Yeah, who's RP?
Resistance pilot, I think he means.
Oh yeah. A lot of people talk about resistance pilots. I just never went that route. But
He
yeah,
hits hard, dude. He hits really hard if you have him geared up and leveled up.
it's a girl though, isn't it?
Whatever it is, it hits. That's all I know.
Yeah, see everybody kept saying like RP, and then they kept saying like her. And I'm like, what are they talking about? And then I kind of put
They
two and
make
two
an
together.
Empire team who would be the leader. It would be okay. So, Lord's I want to know what your Empire team would be.
Empire team? Well, you don't have a lot of options. You got Magma Trooper, you got the Stormtrooper. Well, I guess you have some.
Said if you can make one though, I think so. I don't know if they're giving you a chance to bring a character that's not in the game.
Well, I mean, technically, you do got Royal Guard, so there's your tank. You got Vader, but again, you know my opinion on that. You do got Stormtrooper, but he's a tank too, isn't he? Yeah, I don't think you need 2 tanks. And I think Royal Guard's obviously a way better tank than that one. Magma Trooper's Empire, right? Yeah, Magma Trooper. Magma Trooper might be able to pump out some DP. Magma Trooper's got AoE, right? He's got pretty good AoE. Yeah.
He does.
Oh, wow. So this is just his base. Deal physical damage to all enemies and remove 20% turn meter with a 40% chance to remove another 20% turn meter. This attack ignores armor. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, maybe I'll do something with him. Who knows? We'll see. Is he pretty slow at 80?
I haven't. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not sure what the speed is at 80.
Here's my absolute perfect team. Okay. Hang on. Let me. I gotta remember him again. Hang on. Let me see. Based on who we have right now. Okay. And based on being able to get them all to 7-star. Darth Vader lead, Boba Fett, Darth Maul, General Grievous, and Yoda. Just because if that was in your arena ladder, they would just skip you. It'd just be like, no, I'm not fighting that team. I don't even know if their synergies are good together. I just think it looks cool.
Have you thought about an exposed team? Mace, Resistance Pilot, Poe, Window.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing I have Mace at 7-star for the Yoda challenge, and the AI with him is no good because he doesn't even. If you auto it, he won't even target who he exposes over half the time. So that's broken right now. So it's hard to say. It's not a bad idea though. He does do some damage if you get the expose on, and the turn meter goes up by like 35%. So it's pretty good.
Hey, you
But
guys
it could be better.
You guys want to do Vem's General Grievous? Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. With the droid team too.
I need to put a comment down there to give him to get a chance at that ally code. I need to get Grievous for the dark side battles. Get me through some of those.
Yeah, well, you know what? All you have to do is do what? All you guys have to do is go to the discussion tab on Lord
Leave
Skunk's
a nice
channel.
little comment.
Leave that nice little comment. Hey, I seen some of you guys double dipping too. I ain't even hating. I seen you guys double dipping, leaving doubly nice comments, doubly nice ones. It's all about the numbers, baby. I love it.
Yeah. RNG love, I know. Need it.
I spent a bunch of time. This is from Ryan. I spent a bunch of time reading through abilities related to Advantage becoming a one-time guaranteed crit. Yeah, I mean, if that's true, we just don't know. That's the only thing I don't like is that. And again, going back to other game developers, I mean, they'll give you a heads up. They'll have like a trailer. They'll have information about. You don't have to data mine their information. They give you the information freely of, hey, here's what we're doing. Here's a heads up. And those are games where you don't even invest money in the game. You know what I'm saying? These are like games where you just pay a monthly subscription or they're just free. You just buy them and then you can just play the game for as long as you want. There's no subscription-based model or anything like that. And they give you a heads up. Hey, this is what we're changing. This is what we're going to do. They have a test server where you can go out and test it. You know what I mean? Where they actually like have people test it instead of randomly picking people to test. Like they blatantly said today publicly, hey, we're basically picking people to test out this level up ability. You know what I mean? We're basically randomly picking people to beta test. They have no idea what they're beta testing. They have no idea it's even implemented in the game. You know how many people don't even read the forums, dude? You know what I mean? Think about it. We use the forum. The majority of us in this channel probably use the forums fairly regularly. But think about other games that you played. Did you ever go to their official forums and read anything there? Did you ever go look at the comments and stuff? No, never. I never did that, man. I never went to like Battle.net's forum. I mean, I went to other like gaming sites forums maybe about that game, but I never went to like an official forums and did any of that. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't seem common to me.
So, Skunk, the folks want to know who's in the chat with you. People are asking who we are.
Well, you guys introduce yourself.
I am Triumphant Games, and I don't know where Darktron went. He was here.
I'm here.
There he is.
I'm just doing my Galactic War.
Yeah, the Bieber on.
My name is
Yeah, he's got Bieber on his
the
headphones.
Bieber is playing in the back. I got you.
Hey. His album's fine, okay? Anyway, my name is Darktron. I'm Canadian, so yeah.
Nobody's perfect. Okay, so listen. John Wilkinson said, this is the only game I've ever read any forums. Yeah, you know what's funny? Everybody in this channel, okay, you're all guilty of it. This is the only game that we've ever invested this much time in, and we don't even play the damn game. I mean, even though I have on my screen that it's just auto. I mean, I'm not even doing anything, to the game. This is the only game where we have actually sat and talked about a game, and we don't even actually play the game. Does that make sense?
It's like the Seinfeld of games.
Yeah, it's a game about nothing. It's a game about nothing that we talk about. We could talk about it all day long, but we don't actually ever really. I mean, we play 5 arena battles, maybe. We play 12 Galactic Wars. So we play a total of 17 battles, and we probably spend 19 hours on the game.
That's only because you got your rank 1 back and you didn't have to do that today, and you weren't upset like yesterday.
Yeah,
so
you're
in a better mood now.
I was pretty mad.
You're a little angry yesterday.
Yeah, I was pretty mad. I mean, it was just because it was just dumb. I mean, I didn't look. I didn't pay. I mean, it was just dumb user error on my part. But hey, we all learn.
He was the sad panda.
Yeah, I was.
A little bit.
Oh, okay. So here's what. Okay, so Jax wants Dark to sing one of Bieber's songs.
No,
we call this segment Star Wars Idol.
Come on, Dark, love yourself, buddy.
No,
you can do it.
No, I don't sing. I'm not good on singing on the mic. Maybe my brother, but not me.
Well, get your brother.
Yoda's mask. He's doing the Tuscan thing, huh? Oh, Yoda.
Nice.
My brother's not home. He's at his wife's parents' house for Easter.
So basically, I don't even know how we're all even still alive. I mean, we all should have drowned. We got Yo-Yo Yoda and Vim in here. So I can't believe that we haven't been gobbled up or drowned to death.
Is it me or does Galactic War like to keep killing my JC?
I know. You said that, didn't you say that to me the other day? And then, like, after you said that, like, every single time you targeted my JC.
Just move him around a little bit, buddy. Change the spot.
I did, and it just keeps targeting.
Yeah, JC's the one that you can move around, and they still target for whatever reason. They do. It's I don't know why.
I wish he was a little bit faster so I can give him a heal. He's friggin' low health.
I know. It's frustrating. I hate going into a battle when you didn't get that last heal off, in the battle prior.
Yeah, that's why I gotta use basics to get the cooldowns going, because I hate that.
All right, so let's do this then. Skunk, don't ask that dude to sing. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably would have been bad. That could have been real bad, real quick. Okay, so let me do this real quick. Let's talk about a few things that I want to get out of the way. Number one, number one is shoot, where am I at? Oh, number one is if you do want, I do like doing the guest spots, so we'll do that on Fridays. So, and I want to give everybody a chance in the community, and I would gladly welcome back Triumphant Games and Dartron again too because they did a great job. So, definitely thank you guys for coming on and doing this. I mean, I know for some people, not saying for you guys, but I'm saying for some people, it is kind of nerve wracking getting on there, kind of putting yourself out there. But you guys did a great job. Obviously, you're very confident and comfortable doing it. But if anybody else would like the opportunity to do it, you're more than welcome. You can email me at lordskunk2016@gmail. I would like to be able to offer that platform for other people to get on here and share their opinions and share their ideas. And of course, would always welcome you guys back. If you come on and you like it and you want to come back on, we'll get your rotation going and we'll do it again. And maybe, hey, if everybody likes it and you guys like doing it, maybe we'll start doing that in some of the other live streams as well. Also, if you have any blog posts or you want to participate in blogging or updates on lordskunk.com, you're more than welcome to do that. Just contact me again at that email. If you have Line app, it's Lord Skunk, all lowercase, one word. Just search for me on Line app. You can add me. You can join our chat as well and participate in that. You guys are in the chat, right? Both of you guys?
I am. I've been talking to the folks as much as I can. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
The Line app is cool. The live chat is where it's at for me, and the stream is awesome. People are awesome.
Yep.
Glenn, Brendan, you guys active, good questions. What we need.
Yep. And then, okay, so the Line app is available if you guys want to join on that. The other thing that I want to ask everybody to do, and I probably should have did this earlier because I know a lot of people, it's late, so some people have already left. But one thing I really, really would appreciate you guys doing, we are trying to build a community here. Okay, this is not a live stream about me, all about me, encompassing me. Obviously, I include everybody, and I surprised myself tonight by allowing these guys to talk as much as I let them, so it was good. I'm proud of myself. But yes, please share the videos. Please subscribe to the channel. Please add me on Twitter. Add me on Facebook. Just if we continue to build this community, and you can use me as the soundboard to be able to do that, I'm more than willing to do it. I'm more than willing to grab my sword and my shield and go out in the front lines for you guys to try to get a dev on here, or to get an interview with them where we can do chat and you guys can ask questions to them. I mean, those are the people that we really need to be able to communicate with and be able to share our viewpoints with them. And the bigger our community is and the more clout we have electronically on the web, then the more they're going to take notice of what we do. So if you can, if everybody just takes a few seconds and do that. I know I got people that send me messages say, hey, I'm telling all my friends, I'm sharing your videos on my Twitter, on my Facebook, on whatever. Do that. If you're in another country and you're watching this, or you're watching a replay of this, you guys have your own Facebook groups. Share this in join those Facebook groups and share it in those. I get a ton of people that are in these Facebook groups. I know for the U.S., I don't know if we can join other countries, or I don't know their language, so it wouldn't make sense. But I know I have people in these Facebook groups that are sharing the posts. They're posting those in there. And people are obviously finding the stream in our community that way. So I would be curious if you guys want, leave me a comment maybe in this particular live stream. I would like to know how you found out about this channel. That would be something I would like to know. Dartron asked that about how you found out about Galaxy of Heroes earlier. I'd like to know how you found out about this channel. Was it Facebook? Was it the official forums? Was it a friend or whatever? I'd be curious to hear that story. So whatever you guys can do, take a couple seconds, share that. It really grows that community and gets more people in here so we can have these great discussions. The other thing is, going back to that ally code giveaway, please go on the discussion tab and leave that review. It just shows people that we're pumping out good content. We're building a good community, and we're relevant when it comes to this game and what we're trying to accomplish. So those are all the things that I wanted to talk about. But if you do want to help out in the channel or whatever, you want to be a guest, you want to do a blog post, whatever, let me know. Just email me. We'll talk about it and we'll go from there. But for me, I think for the most part, I pretty much got through all the stuff that I wanted to get through. If anybody has any last questions for myself or the other guys, Triumphant and Dartron, feel free to ask those. We'll keep it open for just a few more minutes, and then then we'll go ahead and end it. Okay, here, wait, we got some stuff.
Guys, real quick in the chat, I got 9 spots left on my ally code. If you need it, I'll throw it in one more time for you guys if you want to grab it.
Yeah, if we can get Yo-Yo Yoda on as a guest, then we'll go viral. That's almost like having a dev on. So, what if we got Yo-Yo Yoda and them? Wow.
Them,
Wow.
it'd be us.
That would be so funny, dude. That would be like the
Yeah.
ultimate. They could face off the epic battle, and I would be the one standing in the middle, collecting the dust and bones at the end as a keepsake. But
Or
yeah.
like you'd be collecting the shards.
Yeah, all the
start yourself
extra
up.
shards that they have. Ah, that's so funny. Yeah, all the extra shards that they have in ability mats that they just have laying around while we're all trying to scramble to get gear ability or ability level 5, and they just got purple shards falling out of their pockets. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that would be funny. I'd like to see somebody do a cartoon of that, and we could make that the channel or the video art for that particular video. That would be funny. But yeah, man. No, I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all you guys that come and all the stuff you guys have already done so far. So don't think that I've forgotten about what you've done to get us to where we're at. But, Juan had a great point. He said, our next goal should be, by next Sunday, we need to have 1,000 subscribers. And, that could be a lofty goal. But I thought day one when I started this channel and I ended up at the end of the day with 7 subscribers, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get to 500, man. It's going to take forever. That's never going to happen. And, about a month later, we're sitting over 500 subscribers. So, hey, it can happen, but it's going to be up to you guys. I can only do so much as I can do. It's going to be on your guys' shoulders at this point. So I love the community we're building. I love all you guys that come in here. Everybody who comes in, we welcome everybody regardless of whatever. So you're all welcome here. But please do that, man. Share, promote. If we all promote, if you guys just promote 10% as much as I promote, and everybody does that, then dude, it'll be crazy. It'll be crazy. Let me see here real quick. I'll share vids on Facebook tomorrow. Is yours under Lord Skunk? Yeah, if you go to Lord, it's okay. So here, you guys helped me get that. So now on YouTube, because I got the 500 subscribers, it's YouTube name for the web address, whatever is Lord Skunk 1. Facebook's Lord Skunk 1. So how you normally get to them, you just type in Lord Skunk 1 at the end of it. Twitter's Lord Skunk 1, obviously because I'm number 1. And then Facebook's Lord Skunk 1. So real simple. And then lordskunk.com. So you can share those blog posts. You can share all that stuff, man. Just share, whatever. It's so easy. Oh, and yeah, you guys need to go to Reddit. Yeah, see, he found it from Reddit. I get a lot. I was looking at my analytics. I had a lot of views from Reddit before I was banned. You guys need to go, every single one of you, whether you're in this channel right now, if you're a true diehard fan of what we're building here, you need to go onto Reddit and you need to demand to those moderators that they unban Lord Skunk immediately. Immediately unban me and reinstate my membership into Reddit, or else Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Reddit is dead to us forever. Forever. Let's see. What else do we get? Where do I go for discussion? Okay, Glenn, if you go to the video, you go to any one of these videos, anyone, or the live stream, I think. Click on it. Any one, and you go right here to this link where it says, do you enjoy the channel, content, streams, community? Leave a review here. Click here. Now, if you're on mobile, you have to, hold it down with your finger or whatever, where it pops up and say open in Safari or open in Chrome or whatever, because it will not do it in the YouTube app. Yo-Yo Yoda said, nice job, Knight. Hey, man, thanks so much. And he only has 485K shard currency. Oh, imagine that. Imagine that. Only 485K. Yeah, I would like to get him on here, and then we could just share him and Vim's account. And then once the devs saw that video, then they would definitely be all about coming on the channel. They're like, here's these dudes paid for our mortgage. Let's see, anything else? Any other questions? Put any other last questions you have. But guys, please promote, support. We still got 30 some people in here right now, 3 hours later.
35.
Yeah, 35 people in here, man. That's crazy, dude. That's awesome. I love it. Probably 17 of them, though, are Vim, and 10 of them are Yo-Yo Yoda on all their multiple devices that they have at their mansions.
Alternate accounts and all the shards and things that.
Yeah, at their mansion, they probably just have all their laptops and iPads and whatever. laying around.
Guys, if you're in the chat, if you see me in the Line app or you want to reach out to me on Twitter, email, whatever, I'm available as well. I'll be in the streams as much as I can when Skunk streams on Tuesdays. I'm usually here on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the chat with you guys. So, always here to answer any questions you guys have too.
All right, and a 24-hour live stream. Go, go, go. Dude, I didn't think I was going to make it to this one, man. I was hurting today. Feeling a little bit better now. But Brandon said, Skunk, how do we do what you asked regarding the Reddit problem? You need to go on to Reddit, and you need to contact the moderators, or somebody needs to make a post on Reddit, because I can't do it. You need to go on Reddit and make a post. Somebody does, and you need to put Free Lord Skunk. I want somebody to put that Free Lord Skunk from Reddit. Unban Lord Skunk from Reddit, something. And I need you guys to go on there, and I need everybody to comment, and I need you guys to free me. Set your skunk free.
Just don't get banned.
They're not going to ban you guys. They banned me because I told you what happened. I told you guys what happened. I was new, still new. Yeah, I was still new to the live streaming and all that, and I had an issue. My live streaming format wasn't very good at the time, and I had an issue, and I double posted in there. So I posted like back to back within like 10 minutes, and yeah, make a post. Go to Reddit. Somebody make a post. Free Lord Skunk or unban Lord Skunk, and then everybody go in there and just post. Make a reply in that post. All you have to do is say hashtag unban Lord. Make it the title unban Lord Skunk, and everybody just go in there and hashtag unban Lord Skunk. That's all you got to do.
I'm surprised they ban you right off the bat. Usually they would at least give you a warning.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I probably had like 12 followers or something at the time. You know what I mean? Like, who's this cat? Who's this guy coming in here? So, yep, got it.
I don't mind doing this again on Friday. This is fun. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, too, if you guys want, I mean, I typically live stream, my live stream schedule is that might change soon. So if you guys want to do channels or do live streams, I'd be happy to build a network. I think I can add contributors. So instead of like a lot of you guys are all wanting to go build channels and all this stuff. I mean, dude, that's a nightmare, man. Do you know how much? If you guys knew how much time and effort, I happen to have this unique opportunity at this particular moment in time to be able to do this. It takes a lot, man. It takes a lot to be able to do what I've done in this short amount of time. And I'm not tooting my own horn by any means. I'm just telling you, it's a long uphill road. So unless you're in a very unique situation as well, you guys are more than welcome. I think I can, on my YouTube, I can make certain people contributors, and you can do posts or live streams or whatever. So if we want to do a live stream schedule, Dartron and Triumphant, let's just say you guys decide, hey, on Wednesdays, because for sure I don't live stream on Wednesdays. You guys want to do live streams on my channel. We already have the followers. They'll already be notified when you're doing it. And you guys can go ahead and do that, and we'll just keep that content going. We keep it all in one place. It makes it simpler. So we can talk more about that.
Yeah, like I messaged you before. I want to start making a broadcast, a podcast with Star Wars Galaxy, and I thought why not start with you and start building a community with the the broadcast type of thing. So that's why I mentioned it to you. So, and it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and one thing that's really cool now that we've done this on Skype and it seems to be fine. I mean, everybody thinks the audio came out pretty good, right? The audio came out.
No complaints in the chat so far, from what I can tell.
Yeah. So there's a program that I can just download. So next time we do this, it'll just record. Okay, so I already did all the research on this today. So it can record the podcast from Skype. It'll record for us. So then all I have to do is go to my blog, lordskunk.com. If you go there, it takes you to my blog. That is already built in, ready to do it. We can put all the podcasts right in there. They'll automatically go up to iTunes and all the other places where you can post podcasts. Yeah, I mean, we can do it. I just wanted to do a test run first before we start doing all the recording, make sure it came out good. And yeah, so we can definitely do that. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I have an idea. Want to see if anybody will come forward. Maybe they're willing to do it or not. Somebody make an artwork for the podcast. So every Friday, we have a intro for the broadcast for the people or the guests or that in the broadcast. So I thought that'd be a good idea.
What was it? What was I didn't hear that. What did you say?
I said maybe one of the viewers can make an art for our broadcast.
Oh yeah, yeah, and yeah, absolutely, because you do have to have it. It's got to be 1280 by 1280, I think, is what the dimensions had. I looked that up already. So that is something that you have to have, because you have to have the art that goes on there with it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if somebody could make an art, that'd be awesome. Have Star Wars and put Lord Skunk's little miniature logo there in the broadcast, that's fine.
You could put
I want to build,
Lord Skunk and his apprentices.
yeah.
LordSkunk.com, baby. But yeah, no, we'll do it, man. We're already moving in the right direction. We got people that want to jump in. But the only thing I'll tell you, because a lot of people, man, and I'll tell you what, man. Shoot, I'm trying to think. No, my brain's getting fried after all this. Shoot. Hang on. Just let me think for a
Don't
second.
think too hard.
I don't know. What is it? Emulation is the best form of flattery, or whatever. When you try to emulate somebody, it's the best form of flattery you can get. It's kind of
Imitation.
Imitation, yeah, that's one thing. Imitation is the best form of flattery. I have so many people that want to do channels and start doing videos and all this stuff, and you know what? They all get all fired up to do it, and then I see them after they do a couple, then they just peter out. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot more to it than just like you just set it all up and it's good. I mean, how many? If you guys were here from day one, how much trial and error did I go through? How many horrible streams I get cut? Yeah, it was bad. So I finally got it figured out. It took a lot of effort to get it. It can be done, but if you want, let's just keep it all together. You know what I mean? Let's make it work. Let's just have like our own freaking network. You know what I mean? And we can do different. Everybody can do different times, man. Dude, there are so many people that email me and message me from other countries. Like some of you guys that are in college or maybe are home during the day, that message me like, man, I can't make it to your stream because it's too late. It's too late over here in EU or Australia or whatever. So people, I mean, we could live stream 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, baby, on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to do it my times. You guys can do it your time. All our times are different. And I'm not going to be able to live stream 3 hours every 5 nights a week, man. It ain't going to happen coming up. So we already have the channel built. We already have the community growing. We already have kind of a brand. We already have a voice. So, I'm absolutely down for that, to collaborate, man. You guys come up with your ideas, email them to me. I love hearing them. Hit me up in line app. Now, don't get upset if I don't email you right away, because obviously every time I get done with live stream, I got tons of line app messages I got to go through, and emails and comments and all kinds of stuff. So I will get back to you, I promise. But yeah, I mean, I'm down, man. I'm down, and I think that'd be a great idea. So some of you guys have different schedules. I mean, I don't know what these two particular guys are, like Triumphant and Dartron, what their schedules are like. But dude, they can definitely live stream. The X number amount of time from X number amount of time, and then so-and-so gets on and they do it from X number amount of time, X number amount of time. We can make that happen. So,
yeah.
So let's keep thinking about that. We'll take the Easter weekend. Now that this live stream's over, we need to go spend time with our family, and do what we need to do. So let's enjoy our weekend and put that, kind of in our cooker, in our brain, and kind of let that simmer and see what we come up with, and then we'll touch base on it on Monday. And I'll take emails and stuff from you guys, and I'll review them over the weekend. But let's see what we can come up with, man. You guys are very creative. You guys got great ideas, and everybody's got different strengths and talents. Everybody does. I read some of these guys who don't feel comfortable on video or whatever, but I read their blog posts and stuff, man. And we got some amazing writers. I know we got artists in here. I know we got people that know how to promote. We got all that stuff, man. We don't need anybody. We don't need outside support. We got it all right here.
Yep.
John said, you're the first streamer that I can actually watch. And let's be realistic, guys. You don't watch me. I don't even hardly play the game, really. You listen to me. And that's the thing. You know what I mean? That's and I was my brother's trying to do stream. He's trying to set up a stream on for Destiny and all that. That's a tough one to get into. There's so much competition, whatever. But I'm telling him, I said, listen, dude, I said, my stream isn't gameplay stream. People don't come to my stream to watch me play the game. People come to my stream more like ESPN, more like ESPN, you know what I'm saying? Or more like, a talk show or something like that. That's what it's more like. It's more like commentary and interaction with the people. So, it's different.
Basically, live streaming have to dedicate to the viewers to, talk to them and everything. That's how you be assessed in the business for live streaming.
Yeah. Well, and you gotta be the personality. You know what I mean? It's just like anything. It's just like anything. You can go and you can watch Netflix. You can go and you can watch TV, cable, whatever you have. You can go and watch a movie. You can go and play a video game or whatever. But it's how you do your entertainment. And for whatever reason, this is entertaining to myself for doing it, and some of you guys for watching it. So It works. So we'll continue to grow on it and make it bigger. And all you other guys too that are coming up, I'll help you guys, man. I mean, I'll work with you and we can make it all work together. There's no reason to have it all spread out, I don't think. I just don't think it makes sense. Do I support every other community member? Do I like their videos? Do I put them on playlists? Do I upload their videos if they don't have a channel? Absolutely, 100%. But I think that if we all work together and we use one medium, instead of trying to build up a bunch of little ones, instead of trying to build a bunch of little dirt roads, we just build one super highway. It'll be really sick, man. So basically what I'm thinking is you can come to this channel 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We got people from all over the country that are very talented. We can put them as collaborators. You guys all have different schedules, Darktron and Triumphant. And we put together a schedule, and that's it, man. So basically, you can come to this channel 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no matter where you are in this world, and you got live, interactive, great content coming your way. What do you think about that?
Yep. Hey, like Lord said, you build the road, people will come.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. And my thing is too is that this is a catalyst. I mean, there's been conversations that we had where people brought stuff up, man. And this isn't just about this game. This is about me and this community and what we're building and how we can support each other. You know what I mean? It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, dude, let's get wacky in here, dude. I want to get wacky in on this thing, dude. That dude's a jokester, man. We got to get him in here. How do I get on the screen?
Almost made it.
Yeah,
almost made it tonight. Almost.
Get him in here. Look at that mean mug, dude. Look at him. Look like he's straight out of Compton. Get him in here. Better answer when I call, dog. Oh, poor little chocolate. I forgot about him. I feel bad now, guys. Poor little chocolate.
Hello.
What up? What up?
What up, guys? What up?
What's up?
I just got home, man. I just got home. I was listening to you guys on the car when we were driving. We were driving from the valley down there past Sacramento.
Dedication, homie. I like that.
Yeah, it took us a while. My wife drove because it's her sister. So
okay, wait a minute. I got a question for you. Who's the greatest person?
Up?
Who's the greatest person from Sacramento?
The greatest person from Sacramento?
He's still alive.
Lived in Sacramento?
He's still alive.
Or that's from Sacramento?
That
was born in Sacramento, or what? What do you mean?
Yes, born in Sacramento, lives in Sacramento, currently resides in Sacramento, and it's obviously it's a male.
Oh, I have no idea.
Man, you guys, everybody has failed these questions now. Wherever you guys are from, you guys know nothing. You guys know nothing about your own communities. Okay, I'm
just by Sacramento.
Okay, well that's Uriah Faber, man. Uriah Faber, come on, the California kid representing your whole state.
Okay. I can tell where you're going with all these because I heard you say the same thing about Canada. So you're a UFC fan, so everything you just have to know where all the UFC people are from to know who the greatest people are.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But Uriah Faber, I'm not a fan of Uriah Faber because when he was in the WEC, he was scared to go up in weight class, man. Scared to go up in weight class. He had to beat up all those little people.
He's little. He's like 5'3".
But his only loss, but when he was in WEC, his only loss was when he went up in weight class, and then he never did it again.
Yeah, well, look at Conor McGregor. I mean, Conor McGregor went up 2 weight classes, fought Nate.
Oh yeah, he got
Diaz.
destroyed. I watched that, man.
Yeah, no, I mean he did really good. He did really good his first, the first round.
The first round, I thought he was gonna win. Yeah, me and my wife were actually watching that.
Yeah, he just incorrectly estimated what it took, and the Diaz boys are crazy, dude. They're crazy dudes.
Yeah.
So they don't care. They don't care, dude. Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah. After the fight, you look at the people, see who won, who won, and Diaz looked like he was beaten up, man. But Conor McGregor,
they always do, man. They always do. They always.
Because they have fat faces.
See, I need to do this. See, now I want to do sub channels. See, I don't want to just be pigeonholed into Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I want to do UFC because I want to get the press pass. Because I went to the Conor McGregor fight when he fought Aldo. I went to that all weekend. They had 3.
Did you?
Yeah, they had a fight. So I saw Uriah. He was there with Paige. I watched her fight.
Yeah.
So I was there Thursday night, front row. Friday night, front row, and then the McGregor fight I went in front row. And that's like $10,000 a ticket. So no, I wasn't there for that. But I was good, still good seats. I was right where McGregor walks out. You know when they walk out?
Oh yeah,
Right when they walk out the thing, I was right there. So that was pretty cool.
Now-
Yeah. So that was a cool event, man. 3 big fights in 3 days was really neat.
Now, here's
Game
the
of Thrones,
question for the UFC. Do you think George St. Pierre will ever come back?
Yeah,
Nah.
I think he might for UFC 200. His manager right now is trying to set up a fight between him and one of the Diaz brothers. They're trying to set up that.
That's who he's going to come back against? Are you serious?
Well, because
Why would he
it's a
come back?
big money fight. It's a big money fight.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, so look at it this way: George St. Pierre comes back, beats Robbie Lawler, and he's a champion again. He don't want to do all that, dude. You know what I mean? He don't want.
Yeah.
Technically-
I mean,
See,
but-
Conor McGregor showed everybody how this game is run, dude. He's like, dude, belts don't matter. He's like, you got to build your brand. That's what I was just basically talking about with you guys. You got to build your brand. You
Yeah.
got to build what you got, and people will pay. They don't care, dude. When Conor McGregor fought Nate Diaz, that was the biggest fight about nothing. It wasn't even their own weight classes. Conor was up 2 weight classes. Diaz was up 1 weight class. There was no belt on the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. So
Yeah. That was I mean, personally I thought Conor was gonna I thought he was gonna win that fight.
Yeah.
Especially after the first round, I was like, oh, Connor's got this.
Well,
But then freaking
Yeah, here's what worried me. Here's the 2 things that worried me because I'm a huge Conor. I mean, obviously I went out to Vegas to watch, to do. I mean, that was really why I went.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have went. I mean, I like Paige. I wouldn't have went just to see Paige. And but yeah, here's where it kind of worried me when Nate Diaz was not intimidated by Conor at all. You know what I mean? Conor
yeah.
did not get
Yeah.
into his head. And number 2, when they did the face-off, and Diaz has such that frame. Because that's how Conor gets these little guys. Conor is a guy. Here's the thing about Conor. He has this freakishly human ability to cut weight. You know what I mean? He's a big guy
Yeah.
in that way. He cuts so much weight. If you look at there's actually a video on my channel. Every time I go to YouTube, it pops up and it shows him at his 135 weight or 145 weight and his 170 weight. Dude, I mean, totally different person. And I seen him
Yeah,
live.
and
I mean, I seen him. I was a few
and then
feet
if-
from him.
Yeah, and if you see him cut weight, then the next, because they cut weight before like 24 hours before the actual match, and then the next day he's probably at like 160 fighting 135.
Yeah, and you got to put all that back. It's hard on your body. You know what I mean? To put all that back
Yeah.
on. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, now they're saying they're going to do Conor McGregor Diaz again at UFC 200. Now that's dumb.
Oh, for real? Rematch?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much a done deal. That's pretty much everybody's talking about it. So unless something stupid, crazy, I'm not big on that, man. I'm not big on that, honestly. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it wasn't even about. There was no belt.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
Yeah.
It was
And they're
just
gonna
kind of a. It was just kind of a show fight.
And they're gonna fight at 170 again. That makes no
that's
sense.
So weird. That's
They made
so weird.
Well, they made a ton of money off it. You know what I mean? But it doesn't
Yeah,
help
I
Conor.
guess
It doesn't help Conor at all.
Yeah.
If
Wash, rinse, repeat. I guess. Huh?
Yeah, if he
Make good money.
loses, and the chances probably are greater that he's going to lose. So if he loses, now his notoriety. I mean, now his notoriety is still good. I mean, he can still go fight anybody. He'll still be big fights. But if he loses twice in a row to Diaz, I don't know, man. It's going to drop a little bit. I don't care who you are. So I think he's better off going back down, defending that belt, which is rightfully what he should do. Fight Edgar. Fuck Aldo. Aldo's a pussy. Get rid of him. But fight Edgar, and let's do that. And let's roll. You know what I mean?
And that's freaking. Man, when Aldo, I loved watching him fight in WEC, but then he didn't fight again in the UFC for like I don't even know how long. And then Conor just freaking punched him in the face and knocked him out.
Dude, it was funny because I was video recording I video recorded on my phone Conor coming out. I video recorded Aldo coming out. I videoed the introductions and all that. And then right when they went to start the fight, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put my phone away until you know what I mean, like it gets close to something ending. And I put my phone away and I looked up and it was over. I was like, are you kidding me? Dude, I'm telling you guys, I got video of this. I'll post it maybe. I got video. Dude, the Irish people took over the MGM Grand, dude. They took, I mean, literally, and MGM Grand's big. I don't know if you guys have ever been to it. It's huge. They literally took over the whole entire casino, the shops. They took over the outside. People couldn't even leave. Like these limos were backed up. They couldn't even get out. It was crazy, dude. I'll have to post that video.
Crazy.
Yeah, because I got it. I just never did anything with it. I should post that because that's pretty interesting.
And it was funny because when Aldo was fighting, Aldo actually fought Uriah Faber. Did you watch that? And he freaking took his legs out.
Oh yeah,
my God.
yeah.
He destroyed Uriah Faber.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know why I dislike Uriah Faber. It's just I don't know. It's just something about him.
Well,
I never was a fan of it.
Well, that's
even though
why.
he's from like
Yeah, your area. Yeah. Well, that's why Uriah went back down to 135 because of Aldo. Because I think he
Yeah.
kind of knew in his mind it wasn't going to happen. But now Uriah's going to fight Dominic Cruz for the trilogy at 199.
oh
So that's a big one.
yeah, that was because Dominic Cruz lost to Uriah
Yep.
in the beginning when
In
Dominic
WC.
Cruz was coming up.
Yep. WC.
Yeah, and
Yep.
then Dominic Cruz beat Uriah, and then he had the bell or whatever, and that'd be a good match.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah. So it's going to end it once and for all. Somebody's going to win, and then you're going to have 2 versus 1. And finally end it. But those guys are funny, man. I don't know if you've seen their interview they did, but all these years they've been texting each other back and forth talking trash. They've been
for real?
texting, yeah, because Dominic Cruz has been out. He's been out with that injury. So Uriah saying stuff like, hey, I'm just sticking around a couple more years so we can finish this thing. I can beat up on you a little bit more and all this stuff. And
Funny.
Dominic, he's a smart mouth anyway. So
Yeah, that's funny, man. But I'd love to come in next week with you guys and hit it up and answer all of Dark's questions.
Yeah.
Answer all of his island questions.
yeah, yeah.
Oh man, gonna be a new whole segment about the island.
Right.
And more like you and Bieber. But
Yeah.
It's okay.
He
that
wanted to
was
say
funny. I
Bieber,
thought that
dude.
was-
He wanted to say Bieber so bad. He thought he
I thought that was-
hesitated because remember he was
Yeah.
like, "Well, I want to be on a desert island with with an engineer that could build a boat, or
President. Or both.
yeah." It was like, you guys don't even have presidents in Canada, dog. You don't even have presidents in Canada. What are you talking about? You know that was
Freaking
fake.
Skunk answered him before he even finished the question. He's just like Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, absolutely.
Freaking, I thought that was
Yeah,
pretty
absolutely, man.
I already know what you're gonna say.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to grab a drink.
That was pretty funny. You guys been on here forever. I didn't think you guys were gonna be on here. You guys kept going the whole way I was going home, and I was like, man, they might still be on when I get
I
home.
told you we'd be on, dude. I'm holding it down. We're in for the duration.
Nice, bro. Nice.
So,
Hey,
so
but yeah.
what do you got going
What's
on as far as your team now? What are you running? You didn't get to make it
Me?
the whole time. Yeah.
Okay, so me, I don't put any money into the game, so I've never put anything into the game. So I just have my
Not
like-
$1. Not even like any starter packs. Nothing. Okay.
Nothing. I like to. I mean, I'm not knocking it. It makes me feel more appreciative of the players that I earn. Like I'm like, oh, I farmed these guys from nothing. I didn't do anything. It just makes me feel better about like my whole lineup that I get. You know what I mean?
I just wanted to clarify because some people will buy the starter packs and then they'll say, okay, that's it. And
Yeah, no, I haven't spent
Zero,
nothing.
so
Yeah,
respect it, okay.
zero money. But the team that I started out with was I basically just farmed up Lumi, and I actually started when Skunk started. I started last month in February, at the beginning of February.
Mhm.
So like I actually got the opportunity to farm up Qui-Gon. I have him. He's gonna go to probably 6 stars tomorrow, and then Lumi, Sid, JC, and GS. And luckily, I got GS like right at the when I didn't know anything about the game.
Oh, because
It's
he's
kinda
the first Cantina farm.
Yeah, because it's kind of funny because I saw him and I was like, oh, he's only 10 shards to get. I'm just gonna farm him up and get a character. And the same thing I did with arena battles. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get Coruscant Underworld Police because he's only 10 shards. So I was trying to just get these characters because I mean, when you start off, you don't really have any characters,
Right.
So I was just trying to get characters, and then I kind of figured out, okay, these probably aren't the people I want to invest my time into. Like, I mean, at least Coruscant Underworld Police. And then I found out how good GS was, and I just farmed the crap out of him. Like, I didn't even open up the second level, and I was like at level 50, and I was just farming GS. the whole
I love
time.
it. So, as a guy that's completely free to play, who do you want to see become available to you that you can unlock without putting any money in that you can't right now?
Honestly, I would like. It's so hard for the to get the people in Cantina, like Qui-Gon, that you could get them from Cantina shipments. I would like to see. I really want another healer, like another dark healer, like Daka. I mean, I can get her from Cantinas, But I mean, it's so long to farm her from Cantinas. Like I'm basically doing a month and a half for Qui-Gon, probably 2 months to get him all the way up. But I'd like to see Daka become a little bit more available because she's awesome. I want her.
So you want Daka on the node, just not in the shipments.
Yeah, I would
Or
like her.
both.
Yeah, I'd like her.
Or both.
But I mean, the shaman person seems pretty cool. I'd like to see him once. I'm pretty sure after they'll put him somewhere after the Erodium things.
Well, they've got
But they
Chirpa in there, so they might throw him in there on the empty one. But they're going to unlock level 7, I think at 74 or 70. So they'll have a whole bunch of other ones they can use.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't really. I see a whole bunch of people running Ray, and I just haven't farmed her. She'd be cool to see too on one of the nodes, but I don't think they're gonna do that.
I've spent a decent amount of money. I don't have Ray. I don't have Amagundi, and I just got Poe. Ray is.
Oh yeah, that's what I was. I came in like a few days before that update, and I was farming Poe, and I had just unlocked Poe, and then the update came, and then Qui-Gon was available, and then the Yoda event came out, and I was like, man, I need 5 Jedi, and so basically that was my path from then on. From that update on, I've just been trying to farm my Jedi. I just got all 5 of them the other day.
Here's what I'll do for you. I'm gonna throw. Let me see. I'm gonna throw my ally code in here again. You can add me. I got a spot for you still. Cause I've got 7-star Jedi, so you should be good to go.
Okay, awesome, bro. Here, I'll write it down.
Well, is one character I like to see. She's in the anime series. It's Dark Barris.
No, I was gonna take it.
Dark Side Barris isn't even out yet, though. I hope she gets released soon. I think she's gonna be coming soon, but
yeah, because she's in the Dark Side missions too.
Yeah, like Palpatine's in there too. Like I think he'll be coming out soon.
Oh yeah, I think that's gonna be for that Sith event that they're gonna do.
Yeah. I threw my code up in the chat. Have you already done it?
Yeah, I got it, bro.
4 spots left, so I want to send it pretty quick.
All right.
And I'll help you get through all the light sides. I got Qui-Gon as lead, but I can switch it if you want. Just let me know. I can put Yoda out there.
Oh yeah, no worries. The light sides are pretty easy. The ones that I need help with are freaking dark side, man. Those ones are hard.
Yeah, they're tough.
Because I don't have really any healer. I haven't. The only people that I've leveled up are my 5 Jedis that I have, and Sid, and Jace, and GS. That's it.
Talia is good for the PvE stuff, but she's not good enough for Arena to farm out all the way. She's good to get the missions done.
Yeah, I know. That's what I might try and get her up. That's what I was trying to think of somebody I wanted to get up to help me with the dark side.
She's just easy to get. It's not, I don't love her, but she's easy to get and she heals. So
yeah,
I think she might be a viable level 80.
You think so? I mean, she's not horrible. By all means, she's not horrible at all.
Oh, she's definitely going to be really reliable on level 80. Oh, wow.
Oh, did you just look it up?
I just looked it up. Her health recover would be 100% for her
100% of her attack?
It says deal physical damage to target creature and recover health equivalent to 100% of your damage dealt.
Nice.
This attack deals 20% more damage to target. Suffer from damage over time effect. So she's going to be really.
You put a buff on her and she does that. That might be pretty nice.
Hey, if you get her the offense up.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you know
might be pretty nice.
And you know what would be good with her? Royal Guard, because he has the defense up.
But he's a pain to farm, though. He's a pain to farm.
Yeah, that's who I wanted to, but I
or you could actually.
It's just hard.
Do you have Mace Windu? That would be another option.
I just got Mace Windu. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting him into.
Dude, he's not worth it. He's not worth it. Don't do it.
But I mean, I need to level him up to get my 7-star Yoda though.
Well, yeah, for
So,
that's what
might
I
as well.
did for. But after that, I don't use them at all. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like Heathcliff is better than him for now.
Yeah, I actually like Heathcliff. I mean, he has that stun. I actually use him to take out Dooku with some other thing. I stun him and I just double tap Dooku with either Qui-Gon or GS.
Yeah.
And that usually takes him out.
But you got a nice thing going there with Qui-Gon and GS. I got the double assist potential, so that's good.
Yeah, and I just got and I usually I complete the Galactic War every day because I leveled up Lumi and JC, so those guys really helped me out. So I have I actually 7-starred Poggle, but I haven't unlocked him at all. Like I haven't even opened him. I just got 330 shards of him, and now I'm moving on to 86.
Oh, Poggle is a great character. Love him.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I'm kind of trying to, after I get my droids, I'm kind of trying to build a little arena, a poor man's arena team. See if I can climb up the ranks. But I mean, I've gotten as high as number 9 on my server. So right. I mean, I'm at level 39. I get hit back though a lot because I mean my guys are pretty low. I have to use these 5's attacks wisely, you know.
Yeah, the thing with Jedi, even a 7-star, I was telling him earlier, I get knocked back every night. Like, there's not enough damage to beat the other people with the AI. There's not enough damage.
And I heard you about Mace too, attacking people that don't even have the
like he'll get the exposed and he'll attack somebody else. It's the most frustrating thing ever.
Yeah.
So I use him in Galactic War when I can control him, you know, on like a B team, and that's fine. But it's just another body to throw out there.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I just wanted to get the 5 Jedi because I mean, basically, you get a free 7-star character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to work on my Yoda, getting my Yoda up to 7-star. I would have done the event when it first came out, but in that time I was concentrating getting my droid team up because I wasn't gonna get let that pass up on free IG 80 shards. So I said I'm just gonna make a droid team and just farm this, and it only took me 2 weeks to get all my characters to 7-star without spending money.
Oh, looks like you lost Wacky and he must have disconnected.
I heard him drop out.
Yeah,
he dropped out. Yeah.
All right, cool, man. Well, hey, I had fun with you guys doing this. So yeah, we'll definitely have to do this again. But I think we really need to be brainstorming on building this. I think I can go on YouTube and add managers to the channel. I can add up to 50 people. That's more than enough that we would need, I think. So you guys can basically, you know, add videos or live stream. You know, we can just set up a live stream schedule, and you know, you guys can do it that way, and we can collaborate together too. You know, we don't have to, you know, with Skype we can make it real easy. So I think there's a lot of options that we can do. So let's definitely think about that over the weekend, and then we'll get back together on Monday and at the stream, and we'll figure it out. But you guys can email me too.
Good, man.
Yeah, you guys can email me too and let me know.
You've got my email, and you know.
I don't have your email. Just
I'll get it to you in the line app. I'll get it to you.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Thanks, man.
Yeah, hang on. Let me see how many people are still in here right now. Hang on. I just want to see.
33 still.
How many?
33. We're up to like 35 for a while. It's 33. But just left. Crypto just got here though. So what's up, Crypto? He came in late.
Yep. We got some people leaving, some people coming. Good. All right, cool, man. Well, you guys will have to watch the replay. But yeah, that was good, man. I enjoyed it. I liked it. We'll definitely have to continue to brainstorm and put this stuff together. But sounds good, guys. Everybody have a happy Easter. Enjoy your family. And we will maybe do a little bitty special maybe thing if I can do something maybe in the evening on Sunday. But if not, you know, we'll be back doing our thing on Monday for sure.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.